baseball fans, welcome to Gordon State College in Barnesville for today's coverage of Highlander baseball, presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson, Georgia. K13 Media with you on this Friday afternoon in Barnesville as we are getting ready for another showdown today. The Highlanders taking on the Hawks once again from South Georgia State College. Welcome inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman coming to you live behind home plate on a hot, muggy Friday afternoon. 79 degrees, but man, oh man, it feels like the middle of summer here today in Barnesville as we definitely have a big dose of Georgia humidity here with us today. But it's our next to last home game of the regular season. And we're going to see a team we've seen a lot this season for the seventh time in 2025. Today, we will get the Hawks from South Georgia State College. Starting lineups and the first pitch going to be coming up right after this timeout. Glad to have you with us live with K13 Media for Gordon State College baseball.
Highlanders Forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future with an affordable, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
How does Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson sell more vehicles than any other dealership in the area? It's simple. We have the most inventory. Regardless if you're looking for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, or a high-quality, low-mileage pre-owned vehicle, we've got something for everybody. Be sure to check out our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's make 2025 the time to find your new ride at Countryside. Welcome back to Gordon State College in Barnesville as we are ready to go for some college baseball here on a Friday afternoon. So glad you're with us as we get ready to roll into another weekend and the final weekend of the regular season. Highlanders for the seventh time this season facing off against the Hawks from South Georgia State College. And let's give you today's starting lineups presented by Buckner's Family Restaurant in Jackson, Georgia. First for the Hawks, they'll come to the plate with their left fielder, C.J. Chalk, followed by the center fielder, Jaden Kemp. First baseman, Jesse Brown, will bat third. 4, 5, and 6 today is the right fielder, Luke Boone, followed by the DH, Luke Flading, and the catcher, Peyton Bryant. 7, 8, 9, it'll be the shortstop, Chaz Encarnacion, the third baseman, Pedro Rodriguez, and the second baseman, Jaden Neesmith. Defensively for the Highlanders, from left to right in the outfield today, Connor Hilton, Daniel Smith, and Devin Elsenpetter in right. At third, it's Hunter Chiapetta. Gavin West will play at shortstop today. Jake Carter's at second. Luke Burley is at first base. Zach Counts is behind the plate today doing the catching. And pitching today, number 21, Colin Miller will get the start. He enters today's game with an ERA of 4.88. That's the second lowest among all starters in the conference. 4-2 on the season. This is his 11th appearance of 2025. He has logged 51 2/3 innings, 14 walks compared to 26 strikeouts. And Connor Hilton from Dallas, Georgia, a 5'10", 195-pound redshirt freshman. Behind the plate today, calling the balls and strikes from Johns Creek, Georgia, it'll be John Carlisle. And in the outfield today, from Tifton, Georgia, is Nick Paludic. So there you have it, your starting lineups, once again presented by Buckner's Family Restaurant in Jackson, Georgia. So glad to have you here with us. 79 degrees here in Barnesville. A slight breeze blowing, a very humid Friday afternoon in Middle Georgia, and we are just about ready to go for the next to last home game of the 2025 season here at Gordon State College. Miller's ready. Chalk is in the box, and it is time to play ball in Barnesville. First pitch is low and outside, and there's ball one. Your first pitch today coming a few minutes early at 1:57 p.m., and it is being presented by the Sellers Law Firm in Griffin, Georgia. 1-0 is popped up on the right side of the infield. In on the grass is Jake Carter, and he will put it away for the first out. Once again, Carter's at second, Burley's at first on the right side of the infield. Over on the left is Chiapetta at third, Gavin West at shortstop. Connor Hilton in left, Daniel Smith in center, and Devin Elsenpetter is in right field. As the center fielder for the Hawks will dig in, this is Jaden Camp. First pitch is a little outside, and that is ball one. Highlanders entering today's game 28-22 overall on the season. They're 14-10 in the conference, as bunt is shown, and it's right off the leg of Jaden Camp. And that'll be a strike to even the count. South Georgia State sitting at 22-26 overall on the season. They are 8-14 in conference play. And like we said, today and tomorrow, the final home games of the regular season here for the Highlanders before we get ready for conference play at ABAC a week from now. 1-1 misses outside, and it's 2-1. May 5th through the 8th, conference tournament will take place at ABAC down in Tifton. 2-1, slice foul down to third base side, and it's 2-2. Number one seed in the conference will get a first-round bye, and right now that's Georgia Highlands. They're 17-7 in the conference. All 5 teams will make it to the conference tournament. Here's the 2-2. Foul tipped into the mitt and squeezed behind the plate by Zach Counts, and there's the first strikeout of the ball game. So 2 down quickly here in the top of inning number 1, and it brings up the first baseman, Jesse Brown. This is the only game in the conference today. It was supposed to be played yesterday, but with all the rain and the soggy field conditions, we had to move it to today, and kudos to Coach Hall and Coach Mack for the Highlanders, as this one is in for a strike on the outside corner. Who were here at 7 a.m. this morning getting this field prepped, and it looks magnificent. It doesn't even look like it's rained a drop here in Barnesville. Here's the 0-1. There is now 0-2 as Miller drops in a good curveball on the outside corner. Miller working on a 1-2-3 top of the first. Nobody on, 2 down. And he's ahead in the count 0-2 on Jesse Brown. Here's the wind in the 0-2. Went upstairs with a fastball, and that's ball 1. Again for Colin Miller, 4-2 on the season. This is his 11th appearance. Second in the conference in ERA. The 1-2. This one hit foul down the right field line. Connor Miller's ERA sitting at 4.88. One-two count. The wind and the pitch. Foul tipped, and it's going to roll foul down the third base line. Eichenberger, who we saw from Georgia Highlands College, leading the conference right now in ERA. He's got a 4.84. Colin Miller again with a 4.88, so they're neck and neck. Eichenberger has pitched 12 games. Miller, again, this is his 11th of the season. Highlanders pretty good in the overall conference stats, not just pitching, but offensively here too. We'll give you some of those numbers when they come to the plate. Another 1-2. Miller in the wind, and here it comes. This one hit down the right field line, and again, it's going to get out of play. And we'll see another 1-2. Conference standings entering today's contest. Again, Georgia Highlands 17-7. Highlanders 14-10. Andrew College 10-13. East Georgia State 9-14. And the Hawks are playing today 8-14. 1-2 missed outside, and it's 2-2. So it's looking like Georgia Highlands will get that first round bye, which means these two teams very well could see each other again in the first round of the conference. Hard hit line drive over to short. Gavin West deep in the hole, long throw to first. The throw was in time, but it pulled Luke Burley off the bag. It was a one-hopper over toward first. Burley stretched as long as he could, but just came off the bag as he made the scoop at first, and it's going to go down as an infield single here for Jesse Brown. Deep in the hole at short. So a two-out single will put a runner on first for the right fielder, Luke Boone. And he'll take a first pitch strike on the outside corner. 7th time these two teams have met this season. And the way the conference standings are showing right now, Gordon's number 2, South Georgia's number 5. As Miller brings the 0-1 in tight, and it's 1-1. So they will potentially play each other in the first round if it ended today. There's the 1-1 from Miller. Fouled out of play off to the right, and it's 1-2. Again, that conference tournament going to be taking place May 5th through the 8th at ABAC down in Tifton, a neutral site this season. 1-2, Miller out of the stretch with a pitch right back up the middle, and it's going to get in for a two-out single. Right over the top of the rubber. And it's back-to-back base hits here for the Hawks as Luke Boone sends it right back where it came from. And that'll put runners on first and second now with 2 down for the DH, Luke Flading. Again, only 2 teams in the conference playing today. And they'll both be back in action tomorrow. A very quick turnaround for both of these 2 teams. Fortunately for the Highlanders, we stay at home for tomorrow. 2 on, 2 out at the top of the first. First pitch to Flading. Fastball catches the corner for strike 1. Hot, muggy day here at Gordon State College. Light breeze blowing. It is certainly welcomed because it is muggy in Barnesville. Here's the 0-1 from Miller. Slice foul down the left field line, and it's 0-2. You can hear the wind popping in the background. It's not a heavy wind, nothing that'll blow you away, but again, it is welcome for sure. Feels more like a June afternoon with the humidity here at the end of April. Miller's ahead of the count, 0-2, trying to get out of the top of the first. Here's the stretch and the pitch, and he just missed the outside corner for ball 1. Again, today's home plate umpire is John Carlisle. He's out of Johns Creek, Georgia, and in the field is Nick Paludic out of Tifton, Georgia. Runners on first and second, 2 down, top of the first. Miller ready with a 1-2, and he blows it right by him. Came inside at the knees with a fastball and picks up his second strikeout of the inning. And down goes Flading, and down go the Hawks. So a couple of 2-out singles. Doesn't hurt anything for the Highlanders. And we'll go to the bottom of inning number 1. No score, just underway here at Gordon State College in Barnesville.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Welcome back to Gordon State College. Bottom of the first inning. Time to tell you how the Highlanders will come to the plate here against the Hawks today. It's going to be the second baseman, Jake Carter, leading it off, followed by the third baseman, Hunter Chiapetta, and the left fielder, Connor Hilton. 4, 5, and 6, it's Gavin West, Daniel Smith, and Ledger Curl. Bottom third of the order today, Luke Burley, Zach Counts, and Devin Elson-Petter. Defensively for the Hawks today, left to right in the outfield, C.J. Chalk, Jaden Camp, Luke Boone. On the infield today, Pedro Rodriguez is at third. Chaz Encarnacion is at short. Jaden Neesmith is at second base. Jesse Brown is at first. Peyton Bryant is behind the plate. And doing the pitching today, a lefty for the Hawks, Kaysen DeGrande. We'll get the start here for South Georgia State. No score. Heading to the bottom of inning number 1. And again, leading it off is going to be the second baseman, Jake Carter. Carter batting .333 on the season. No home runs, but he does have 30 RBIs and 19 doubles on the season. 19 of his 56 hits have been doubles. And he'll dig into the box, and here's the first pitch from DeGrande. It'll one hop the plate, and there's ball one. Again, Jake Carter, Hunter Chiappetta, Connor Hilton. First three due up here for Gordon State, who have hit 63 home runs on the season. They've scored 430 runs this year. And this one hit off the end of the bat out towards short to his left, and a good throw over to first in time. Chaz Encarnacion will make quick work of Jake Carter. So 1 up, 1 down. Good play by Encarnacion to track that one glove side to his left. And it'll bring up Hunter Chiappetta, third baseman for the Highlanders, who's batting .414 on the year. 5 home runs, 37 RBIs. First pitch is high and outside, and there's ball one. He's got 58 hits on the season. He has scored 45 runs. Here's the 1-0. That's a little downstairs, and it's 2-0 as the wind now starts to pick up, blowing out toward left field. 320 down the lines, left and right. Here at Gordon State College, it's 385 to straightaway center. There's a 2-0, make it 3-0. Power alley in left field is 350, a little bit longer in right center field where it shows 360, but that has been the hot spot this season, right over that 360 marker out there in right center. 3-0 to Hunter. He was taking all the way, and there's ball 4. So Hunter Chiappetta draws his 30th walk of the season. And it'll put a runner on first for the left fielder, Connor Hilton. Hilton's batting .392 this season. 7 home runs, 30 RBIs, 54 hits on the season. Runner on first, 1 down. DeGrande with a fastball outside, and there's ball 1. Connor Hilton was our player of the game last time we were here, last Thursday. Had a great day against South Georgia State. Trying to do it again here this afternoon. Here's the 1-0. Fouled out of play off to the right, and that'll leave him the count. And a ball and a strike. Next up for the Highlanders, they're right back here tomorrow. Again, told you it was a quick turnaround. Doubleheader against Andrew College at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. DeGrande ready with the 1-1. Misses downstairs, and it's 2-1. South Georgia State, they got to haul tail and get back home. They got a doubleheader tomorrow also at 1 and 4. They'll be taking on East Georgia State. 2-1 count to Connor Hilton. Batting in the 3-hole. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, make it 3-1. Second straight batter. That Case and DeGrande has gone to a 3-ball count. Runner on first is Hunter Chiappetta. 1 down, bottom of the first, no score. 3-1 count to Connor Hilton. DeGrande out of the stretch with a pitch, and this one's ripped out toward left field, but it's going to be right at C.J. Chalk. Connor Hilton hit it hard, but he hit it right to C.J. Chalk, who barely had a move and left to make the catch. Second out of the inning, and it'll bring up the shortstop, Gavin West. Gavin batting .355 on the season, leading the conference with 23 home runs. He's got 63 RBIs. A bat here with 2 outs and a runner on first. Takes the first pitch strike outside and announced earlier in the week that he will be continuing his college baseball career when he leaves Gordon, heading up north to play for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Congratulations to Gavin West. Here's the 0-1. Misses downstairs, and it's 1-1. I've never cheered for Ohio State, but I guess we all got to start cheering for the Buckeyes next season, at least for the baseball program. Still haven't quite made it toward football. Probably won't. But never say never, I guess. 1-1 count. Way upstairs, and now it's 2-1. Again, Gavin on the season, leading the conference with 23 home runs. He's got a 2-1 count with a runner on first. Here comes the pitch, and it's downstairs in the dirt for ball 3. He is 4th in the conference in RBIs. He's got 63. So leader in home runs, fourth in RBIs. 3-1 count. He might add to both of those here. Let's see. The 3-1. And a fastball misses in time, and there's ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Gavin West. Second walk of the inning given up by DeGrande. And it'll bring up Daniel Smith. 2 down, runners on first and second. And Daniel Smith will dig in for the first time today, batting .353 on the season. 8 home runs, 42 RBIs, and he is second in the conference in stolen bases this season. Love to get him on here. But he swings right through a good curveball, and it's 0-1. Like he may have tipped that one right into the mitt of the catcher, Peyton Bryant. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the first. The lefty DeGrande out of the stretch, drops in another off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. 0-2 count to the Highlander center fielder, Daniel Smith. Runners on first and second. Kaysen DeGrande, deep breath, look at second, the stretch and the pitch, fouled right back to the fence. And Daniel just did get enough of it to stay alive. After today, just 3 more games left in the regular season for Gordon State. 2 tomorrow against Andrew College, and then 1 next week against Georgia Highlands. DeGrande ready. Another 0-2. Here it comes. That one missed downstairs, and a good eye by Smith not to chase it. Looked good coming in, but right about the 56 feet mark, it just dropped. 1-2 count. DeGrande ready with the pitch. Hit off the end of the bat over toward first on 2 hops. Jesse Brown has it, and he'll win the foot race over to first and step on the bag for out number 3. So both teams get runners on first and second in their first at bat, but they both come away empty-handed. And we are through 1 in Barnesville, no score, as we move to the top of inning number 2.
Roofing, gutters, siding, painting, concrete, fencing, and more. The list goes on and on. No matter what you need done around the home or office, Advanced Roofing and Interiors can handle it all, even major storm damage. No job too big or too small. When was the last time you checked the condition of your roof? Advanced Roofing and Interiors offers free roof inspections. Don't wait for issues to arise. Contact us today for a free roof inspection. Our expert team will provide an assessment, answer all of your questions, and ensure your peace of mind. Be sure to visit our Facebook page to see recently completed projects and read real customer reviews from real customers. Advanced Roofing and Interiors is locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, and works with all insurance companies. Visit us online at advancedroofingandinteriors.com to learn more and to see all services we offer.
Welcome back to Gordon State College. Glad to have you here with us today as K13 Media is live for Highlander Baseball, presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson, Georgia, where right now they are offering the freedom of employee pricing. You pay what they pay. Be sure to check out the website, countrysideautomotive.com, and find your new ride at Countryside, right off of I-75, exit 205, just 11 miles from Gordon State College. It'll be the 6, 7, 8 spot due up here for the Hawks in the top of the second inning. No score. Peyton Bryant, the catcher, going to lead it off. First pitch on the way from Colin Miller, misses outside. And there's ball 1. Hawks were able to get a couple of men on lasting, a couple of 2-out singles, but they were left stranded. Here's the 1-0 from Miller, hit right off the end of the bat. And it'll get out of play off to the right side. Highlanders down the first base dugout here at home. Hawks down the third base dugout. Overcast, light breeze, and a very humid day at the ballpark. 1-1 fastball, take it for a strike at the knees outside, and it's 1-2. I'm glad I'm a bald-headed man because today would be a terrible day to be a person with good hair. As this one misses outside, it's 2-2. Would not want to be a woman out here worried about their hair today. 2-2 from Miller. Hit off the end of the bat, foul down the first base line. Curls, frizz, frustration. Glad that is one problem I do not have to worry about. 2-2 count. Miller's ready. Here's the wind and the pitch. And one hopper in front of the plate. Bryant swung right through it, but the ball got all the way to the backstop, and Bryant will make it down to first base. That ball hit right in front of home plate and got away from Zach Counts. So for Miller, that is technically his third strikeout of the ball game, but the runner does advance to first. And it'll bring up the shortstop, Chaz Encarnacion, batting seventh in the order for the Hawks. First pitch from Miller, foul tip. This one looked like it may have hit right off the face mask of Counts. He's okay, and it's strike one. Top of the second inning, no score, runner on first. Colin Miller working out of the stretch. There's the 0-1 pitch. This one hit off the bat, and it's off the light pole right here beside us. And it finds its way back on the field near the on-deck circle. Heads up if you're under those lights. Well, I've called many baseball games over the last 22 years where somebody has hit a light bulb and it is absolutely busted and just rained glass. I remember one time at Jackson High School 3 or 4 years ago, right over at the football field, they had a foul ball down the first base line, and I mean, it was a beeline to the light bulb, and it like it was raining glass forever. 0-2 count to Encarnacion. Miller out of the stretch in the pitch. Went outside with an off-speed pitch and a little low for ball one. A ball and 2 strikes with a runner on first, top of the second inning. Colin Miller on the mound with the 1-2. This one, again, fouled down the first base line. And the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Going to be a busy day here tomorrow. Not only does the Highlanders baseball team have a doubleheader at 1 o'clock, but the softball team is also playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And they'll be playing a doubleheader. Both teams taking on Andrew College right here tomorrow. Here's the 1-2. Fastball outside corner. He froze him. Connor Miller rears back and blows it right by Encarnacion. 4th strikeout for Colin. And that was his best pitch yet, right at the knees, outside corner. And it'll bring up Pedro Rodriguez, the third baseman. Coming into today's ball game, Miller had struck out 26 on the season. He's already got 4 in this one. First pitch to Rodriguez is a fastball that misses low and inside for ball 1. They got 11th appearance of the season. The 11th start for Colin Miller. Here's the 1-0. Foul down the third base line, and it's 1-1. 2 complete games on the season. He's given up 40 runs on 66 hits. Out of those 40 runs, only 28 have been earned. Not a lot of walks. That's always a good thing. Only 14 on the season. 14 walks and 51 2/3 innings. Here's the 1-1 to Rodriguez. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Miller trying to keep the strikeout streak alive. He has struck out in the last 3, but there is a runner at first. That's Bryant. This one hit right off the end of the bat to the fence, and the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Miller's got a chance to do something very rare in the game of baseball, and that is strike out 4 batters in 1 inning. Bryant, the catcher, struck out to lead off the inning, but the ball got away from the catcher. Counts. 1-2, missed outside. It's 2-2. He was able to make it down to first. Counts even at 2. Third baseman Pedro Rodriguez at the plate. Miller ready. The 2-2. Hit out towards center field. Daniel Smith over to his left, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Routine out there for Daniel. Second out of the inning. And we go to the bottom of the order for the second baseman, Jaden Neesmith. who is batting in the number 9 spot here for the Hawks. Neesmith will dig in with 2 outs and a runner on first. No score, top of the second inning. First pitch on the way to him is another breaking ball that missed outside, and it's 1-0. 7th meeting this season between the two teams. Here's the 1-0. This one hit out toward right field, and falling down on the first step in right is Elson Petter. The ball's going to get all the way to the fence. Carter will take the relay. The throw home is off the mark, and in sliding is going to be Bryant. And it'll be the first run of the ball game on an RBI double off the bat of Jaden Neesmith. And Bryant scores all the way from first base. Elson Petter went to plant his foot in right field and slipped and had to play catch-up after that. So South Georgia State is on the board first. It's an RBI double by the number 9 batter, Neesmith, and we're back to the top of the order with C.J. Chalk. Runner on second, 2 outs. Chalk popped out to second base his first time up. First pitch for Miller, he'll go that way again. This one on the ground, easy play for Carter at second. And for the second time today, he will retire C.J. Chalk. But an RBI double on 2 outs by Jaden Neesmith will put the Hawks on the board first. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 South Georgia State.
Spring is coming, and Countryside Mower in downtown Jackson is ready. We are the area's newest home for Gravely and Aaron's zero-turn mowers. Commercial or residential, we have over 200 brand new models in stock ready for delivery today. 0% financing and monthly payments starting under $100 per month are available with approved credit. See all of our models online at countrysidemower.com or come see them in person. Monday through Saturday, next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Regardless of what legal situation you find yourself in, the Sellers Law Firm is here for you. Our experienced office offers a wide range of legal services focusing on the issues that matter the most to you. At the Sellers Law Firm, you are not just a client, you are family. Our firm believes that cases should be handled with dedication, compassion, and integrity. If you or a loved one find yourself needing help, visit thesellerslawfirm.com or call us today at 770-415-9848. Where clients become family.
Bottom of the second inning, Hawks on top 1-0 after a 2-out RBI double by the second baseman Jaden Neesmith. 6, 7, 8 due up for Gordon State. Ledger Curl, the DH, will lead it off here for the Highlanders. Curl batting .371 on the season, 7 home runs, 34 RBIs. And he'll take the first pitch here from DeGrande outside for ball 1. Ledger Curl, Luke Burley, and the catcher Zach Counts. First 3 due up. 1-0, bottom of the second. Here's the 1-0. That one drops in for a strike on the inside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. DeGrande ready. Here's the 1-1. Chopper out toward short. Encarnacion on 2 hops. Plenty of time. And a routine out to lead off the bottom of the second. 6-3 on the put out. Second ground out to shortstop here for the Highlanders today. And it brings up the first baseman, Luke Burley. Luke Burley batting .302 this season. No home runs, 6 RBIs, 13 hits. And takes the first pitch ball low and outside. It's 1-0. Burley starting the first base today for the Highlanders. Nobody on, 1 down in the bottom of the second. There's the 1-0. Foul down the third base line to even the count at 1-1. Zach Counts, the catcher, is on deck, and if Burley or Counts could find a way to reach, we'll get to the bottom of the order with Devin Elson-Petter. Here's the 1-1. Drops in for a strike, and it's a beauty from DeGrande. A classic left-handed curve that just hangs in the air and catches the outside corner. 1-2. DeGrande ready with the pitch. Fastball in tight, but fouled off the fist of Luke Burley, who stays alive. Another 1-2. Here it is. This one hops the plate, evens the count at 2-2. Kason DeGrande, a freshman out of St. Augustine, Florida. Wearing lucky number 13 here for the Hawks today. 2-2 count. One out, nobody on in the bottom of the second. Burley's ready, and here comes the pitch. Just missed on the outside corner. And boy, you could read the facial expression there from DeGrande, who just went, wow, after that one was called ball 3. He couldn't believe it, and I think a lot of people were with him. 3-2 pitch. This one head off the fist, out toward right center field, but there to make the catch is Jaden Camp for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Highlanders in the bottom of the second inning. And it brings up the catcher, Zach Counts. Counts batting in the number 8 spot. Coming to the plate, jamming some Allison chains here on a Friday afternoon. Loving it. Nobody on, 2 outs. First pitch on the way to Zach is upstairs in the eyes of the Highlander catcher for ball 1. Counts on the season batting .253, couple of home runs, 21 RBIs, and sends this one to right field for a 2-out single. A line drive, opposite field, 2-out base hit, and the Highlanders have life in the bottom of the second. Hard hit and line drive off the bat of Zach Counts will bring us to the bottom of the order. And the number 9 spot for Devin Elsenpetter. Batting .286 on the season, no home runs, 6 RBIs. Ty Grunt at first. First pitch on the way to Devin is upstairs around the letters, and that's ball 1. Devin Elsenpetter out of Whitewater High School, Fayetteville, Georgia, 5'10", 165-pound freshman. Here's the 1-0, and that's low and outside. It's 2-0. That's a couple of 50-50 balls here in this inning. Called by the home plate umpire, John Carlisle. 2-0 count to Devin. Here comes the pitch, and he'll send this one off the end of the bat on 2 hops to Encarnacion, who will throw over to second to Neesmith in time. And the Hawks will get the force out at second to end the inning. So a fielder's choice will wrap it up for the Highlanders in the bottom of the second. They get a 2-out single off the bat of Zach Counts, but nothing doing other than that. We go to the top of the third. It is 1-0 Hawks on top of the Highlanders.
Campus life at Gordon State College is all about moving forward together. With a vibrant student community and hundreds of organized activities, there's no limit to how much you can get involved. At our Student Activity and Recreation Center, meet up with friends to play video games, start a workout regimen, and even host a movie night. Join an intercollegiate or club sports program like baseball, basketball, volleyball, or golf. Break a sweat with your favorite intramural sport, fitness squad, or one-on-one match. Or grab a group of friends and cheer on your Highlanders from the stands. Beyond academics, Highlander Nation is a place to connect with one another and build lifelong friendships. Get involved with a student organization or a club that aligns with your passions. Students can connect with our community through theater productions, service projects, or speaker series. Whether you live on campus or off, students can enjoy it all. Learn more about getting involved in Gordon State College campus life. Visit the Student Life Office today.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Gordon State College is where we are today for Highlander baseball, presented by Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson, Georgia. Going to the top of inning number 3. It's 1-0 South Georgia State on top. They got a 2-out RBI double by the number 9 batter, Jaden Neesmith, last inning. And here in the top of the third, it'll be the 2-3-4 batters coming up. Jaden Kemp will lead it off and just about got hit by the first pitch. It's ball one. Jaden Kemp struck out his first time to the plate, 1 of 4 so far today in the ballgame. Fouls this one out of play down the third base line to even the count. Top of the third inning. Just one game here today. Here comes the 1-1. Kemp shows bunt, and it is an absolute beauty. Third base, Chiappetta tries to barehand it, and he can't get it. And it's going to be an infield bunt single off the bat of Jaden Kemp. Boy, as a left-handed batter, you cannot bunt that ball any better than what Kemp did. Right in between the line and the pitcher's mound toward third. Infield single. That is the third single of the ball game here for the Hawks. Leadoff man is on, and it brings up Jesse Brown. He had the first. He grounded one to shortstop his first time up, deep in the hole. Gavin West made a good play on it, but the throw pulled Burley off the bag at first. And there's a first pitch strike to make the count 0-1. Jesse Brown, the first baseman at the plate. 1 on, nobody out, top of the third. Runner goes, grounded to third. In the hole, the hit and run is on, and it works perfectly. It's going to be a single to left. Throw back to second is close, but not in time. Jaden Kemp was trying to go first to third. Had a big turnaround second, took about 10 steps and fell in the dirt. And just about got thrown out by Connor Hilton trying to get back to the bag. Boy, that was a bang-bang play at second base. Hilton threw an absolute dart over to Jake Carter. But somehow Kemp was able to get back just in time. So it's back-to-back singles, 2 on, nobody out. And here's the right fielder, Luke Boone, batting cleanup for the Hawks. Colin Miller ready, first pitch. Fastball missed outside, it's 1-0. Hunter Chiappetta is guarding the line down at third. Big gap in between third and short. Chiappetta right on top of the line at third. Gavin West closer to the bag at second. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Boy, Colin Miller reared back and just blew that one right by Boone. Fell off the side of the mound. He threw it so hard. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Runners on first and second. Luke Burley in on the grass at first base. Here comes the 1-1 from Miller. Hit off the fist, shallow center field, and it's going to fall right in front of Daniel Smith. He'll get it in quickly. Runner's going to come from second and score easily. A bloop single off the bat of Luke Boone in shallow center. And it's an RBI base hit to make it 2-0. And it's 3 straight singles to lead off the inning here for the Hawks. They're now on top 2-0, still nobody out. And it'll bring up the DH, Luke Flading, who struck out his last time up. Runners on first and second. And now they're in on the corners here for the Highlanders as Flading will show bunt and is able to get the bat out of the way in time to take ball one. Chiappetta at third. Luke Burley at first. Gavin West at short, holding the runner close to the bag. Colin Miller pitching. Nobody out, runners on first and second. 1-0 misses downstairs, and it's 2-0. Flading's trying to give us an out. He's shown bunt twice. It's 2-0. Colin Miller struggling a bit here in the top of the third inning. Hawks with 3 consecutive singles to lead off the inning. 2-0, Flading shows bunt. This time it just about hit him. He had to jump out of the way, and it's 3-0. Now let's see if the bunt sign is still on. As Flading is checking his wristband on the codes coming out of the dugout. He's got a 3-0 count. Nobody out, top of the third. He does not show bunt, and the 3-0 misses high and tight, and there's ball 4. Boy, that's one of the most frustrating things in the game of baseball. The batter is literally trying to give you an out, waving that bat around. and 4 straight pitches draws a walk. That will drive a manager and a head coach absolutely insane. So the bases are going to be loaded. And speaking of head coaches, here comes Tanner Hall out to the mound to have a word with Colin Miller, the Highlander pitcher. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the 3rd inning, 1 run already across on an RBI single by Luke Boone to shallow right center field. And now it's going to bring up the catcher, Peyton Bryant. And what makes it even more frustrating is you just walked Flading on 4 straight pitches. He was trying to give you an out with a bunt, struck out last time, and now he'll stand at first with nobody out. And here comes the catcher, Peyton Bryant. Peyton Bryant also struck out. His first and only time to the plate. They are loaded for the Hawks with nobody out here in the top of inning number 3. Chiapetta about a step off the grass at 3rd. Burley about 2 steps on the grass at 1st. First pitch swung on and missed. Good-looking curve there from Miller. Bryant was way out in front of it, and it's 0-1. There's a Hawk at every base here in the top of the 3rd inning. Peyton Bryant, 0 for 1 in the game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up, out of play, first base line. It's 0-2. Bases loaded, nobody out, an 0-2 count to Peyton Bryant, the catcher. He struck out his first time up. Miller trying to get him again. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball up around the letters, and it's 1-2. Bryant, like a statue at the plate, didn't even flinch at that one. Wind blowing out toward left field. They've got Bryant played straight up in the outfield. Again, in on the corners on the infield. 1-2 count. Miller with the stretch and the pitch. And that one just missed. A little high, and it's 2-2. Miller came with an all-speed pitch. Started up around the letters, broke at the belt. A good take there from Bryant. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miller with a long look into counts. The stretch, the 2-2. Pop foul, out of play, first base line. Miller trying to go off speed once again. And Bryant fouled that one right off his fist to stay alive. So we'll do it once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Top of the 3rd inning. Miller, the 2-2. Here it is. Fastball fouled out of play, this time behind home plate. He came with a good heater that time. In tight on the hands of Bryant, who fouled it off. Yeah, we've got a good battle going on here in the top of the 3rd inning. Two count. Miller needing a big out here in the top of the 3rd. The stretch and the pitch. This one's hit down the left field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, it will. Right on top of the chalk. 2 runs are going to come in and score, and Bryant's going to make it all the way to 2nd. He's got a 2-run double, and that's going to make it 4-0 South Georgia State. Peyton Bryant fought off several 2-2 pitches and was able to send that one down the left field line for a couple of RBIs. So he's got a double, and he now stands at second base. Still nobody out in the top of the 3rd. Hogs with runners at 2nd and 3rd, and it'll bring up the shortstop, Chaz Encarnacion. He struck out his first time up. The Hawks have adjusted well to Colin Miller, 2nd time through the lineup. First pitch to Encarnacion, a check swing. It rolls foul in front of the Highlander dugout. Single, walk, double. First 5 batters here for the Hawks in the top of the 3rd inning. Still nobody out, and they've got runners at 2nd and 3rd. Number 7 spot in the lineup, Chaz Encarnacion. The 0-1. This one hit between short and 3rd, and it's going to get in for a hit. 1 run will come in and score, and Bryant pulls up around 3rd, And looks like he may have something, a hamstring or a cramp or something. He is in some serious pain. He got a green light coming around third base, and as soon as he hit the bag, he came to a dead stop and had to crawl back to third base. And Peyton Bryant is down for the Hawks and slams his helmet down on the ground, rightfully so. Well, I'm hoping that's just a cramp for Bryant, because he was hauling tail around third, hit the grass, and then immediately reached back for that hamstring. So the coaches will tend to Peyton Bryant. They're going to help him off the field. And again, hopefully that's nothing major for the Hawks catcher. Encarnacion gets credit with a single. He'll also get credit with an RBI. And that will make it a 5-0 South Georgia State lead. Still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. And it looks like we're going to be going to the dugout. As Coach Timothy, the head coach for the Hawks, going to his lineup card. And we're waiting to see who's going to come in and replace Bryant, not just as a base runner, but Hawks are also going to have to find a new catcher. Tough break. Another run was easily going to come in and score off the bat of Encarnacion. So the Hawks are going to have runners on the corners as soon as we find out who will come out of the dugout and run for Bryant. While they do that, we'll take a quick timeout here at Gordon State College. 5-0, South Georgia State on top in the third.
Spring is coming, and Countryside Mower in downtown Jackson is ready. We are the area's newest home for Gravely and Aaron's zero-turn mowers. Commercial or residential, we have over 200 brand new models in stock ready for delivery today. 0% financing and monthly payments starting under $100 per month are available with approved credit. See all of our models online at countrysidemower.com or come see them in person. Monday through Saturday, next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Runners on the corners here for the Hawks. Still nobody out. And coming in to run now for Bryant, who leaves the ball game, is going to be number 28, Alex Bayron. Still nobody out. Pedro Rodriguez, the third baseman, climbs in. They're on the corners. First pitch on the way. Fouled out of play down the right field line, and it's 0-1. Single, 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 walk, double, single for the Hawks here in the top of inning number 3. And they're up 5-0. Bunt shown, and it's bunted all the way over the backstop behind home plate for strike 2. Pedro Rodriguez, the third baseman at the plate, batting 8th in the lineup. Colin Miller trying to get the first out of the inning here for the Highlanders. They're on the corners, nobody out. Miller with the 0-2. This one hit out toward a shallow right center. Again, it's going to drop out there in no man's land. And it's going to be another RBI single for the Hawks. This one off the bat of Pedro Rodriguez. Did not hit it hard, but he hit it in a perfect spot out there between Smith and Elsenpetter. And it's now 6-0. And still nobody out for the Hawks. We're at the bottom of the order. And it's Jaden Neesmith coming to the plate with runners on first and second. Miller going to work out of the stretch. Neesmith will show bunt. And he bunts it foul at the plate for strike 1. First time through the lineup today, Colin Miller struck out 4 of the first 9. Second time through the lineup, 6 base hits. We're at the bottom of the order. Here's the 0-1. Fastball missed outside, and that will leave the count at 1-1. Even with it being 6-0, we know Gordon State could score 6 in a blink of an eye, so still a lot of baseball to be played, but boy, it sure would be nice to get that first out. Neesmith squares around again. Takes a fastball at the knees for ball 2. Boy, good spot there from Miller. Just did not get the call. right at the knees over the heart of the plate, but a little low. 2-1 count. Jaden Neesmith, the second baseman, shows bunt again and bunts it foul off the end of the bat, and it's 2-2. Colin Miller looking for strikeout number 5. And boy, it'd be a big one here in the top of the third inning. Still nobody out for the Hawks. Runners on first and second. Miller's got his sign, a check to second, and the 2-2. This one right off the end of the bat. In front of us, inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth, and we'll see another 2-2. Couple of bloop singles into shallow right center field today. That resulted in 2 runs for the Hawks. The 2-2 from Miller. Missed high and tight, and it's 3-2. Went off speed and lost control of that one. And it brushed Neesmith off the plate. Counts full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. We do have action in the Highlander bullpen out in right field. The 3-2. Strike 3 call. Frozen with a fastball, outside corner. Neesmith watched it all the way in, and that is strikeout number 5 for Colin Miller. And it could not come at a better time. First out here in the top of the third. And it takes us back to the top of the order for C.J. Chalk. He's 0 for 2. He's gone to second base both times up today. A fly out and a ground out over to Jake Carter. Now is holding the runner at second. First pitch fastball fouled out of play behind home plate for strike 1. He popped out in the top of the first. And in the top of the second, he grounded out to end the inning. Miller ready. Now Chalk shows bunt, pops it up at home plate, and it's going to be Counts who will make the catch. That one pops straight up in the air. And there's out number 2. Counts had no trouble catching the ball. He just had to watch out for his first baseman, Luke Burley, who looked like he was coming in on a blitz on a quarterback. Just about came in and took out his catcher from first. So 2 down, and here comes Camp. He led the inning off. First pitch, foul tip for strike 1. He started the inning with a single. Hawks have picked up 6 hits this inning, 5 runs. They've got runners on first and second with 2 down. Here comes the 0-1 to Camp. This one hit off the end of the bat. Should be routine. Straightaway center field. Daniel Smith now battling the wind over to his right. And he's got it for out number 3. But a big inning by the Hawks. They score 5 in the top of the third, and now they lead it. It's 6-0 South Georgia State as we go to the bottom of inning number 3.
Highlanders forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future with an affordable, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
Well, Highlanders going to have to work from behind and get a rally going here in this one as we're down 6-0 going to the bottom of inning number 3. A 5 spot on the board for the Hawks in the top of the third. And again, the big story was the catcher, Peyton Bryant, having to come out of the ball game after rounding third on what was going to be an easy run coming to the plate. And he has been replaced once again by number 28, Alex Bayron. So he is the new catcher for the Hawks. Top of the order for Gordon State. Second time the Highlanders are going to see Kaysen DeGrande. And it'll be Jake Carter leading it off. First pitch on the way to Jake is upstairs for ball one. Carter grounded out to Encarnacion at shortstop, back in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the 1-0. They'll send this one out towards straightaway center field, and an easy catch out there made by Jaden Kemp for out number one. Line drive out there, but hit it right to him once again. We've already seen that a couple of times here today for the Highlanders. Some hard-hit balls, but nothing to show for it. As a matter of fact, just one base hit in the ball game so far for Gordon State. That was a single by the catcher, Zach Counts, as Hunter Chiapetta climbs in with one down. He'll show bunt, puts it down right in front of the mound. DeGrande's got it. Throw to first is just in time. Kaysen DeGrande bobbled it for a moment, had to regain control of the ball, trying to get it out of his glove, and he throws out Chiapetta by about a step. Hunter showed bunt very, very late, trying to fool everybody on the infield for the Hawks, but two quick outs for the Highlanders as Connor Hilton will dig in. First pitch outside for a strike from DeGrande. Connor Hilton knocked the cover off the ball his first time up, but he hit it right to the left fielder, C.J. Chalk. And now he'll go opposite field with this one fouled out of play, and it's 0-2. Kaysen DeGrande working very quickly on the mound here for the Hawks in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the wind and the 0-2. Outside for ball one. DeGrande looking for his first strikeout of the ball game. Works out of the wind and the 1-2. Missed with the fastball high and outside. It's 2-2. You'd love to find a way to get Connor on base. You've got Gavin West in the on-deck circle. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the third. And here's the 2-0. Make it 3-0. He doesn't have a strikeout, but he does have 2 walks, talking about the pitcher, Kaysen DeGrande. He's got a full count here on Connor Hilton. Here's the wind and the payoff. This one right back up the middle for a 2-out single. DeGrande left that one upstairs, and Connor Hilton made him pay with a line drive, and now the throwback in gets away, and Hilton almost thought about taking off for second base, but thinks wisely with 2 outs. And Gavin West coming to the plate. Second base hit of the ballgame for the Highlanders. A single to center. And here comes Gavin West. He walked his first time to the plate. 2 down, runner at first. Swing and a miss. Took a fastball and tried to knock it out of the ballpark. Again, on your screen, you can see Gavin has committed to the Ohio State University. He will be moving on after this season at Gordon State up toward Columbus, Ohio. Sends the 0-1 to short. Going to be a tough play for Encarnacion. On the run, makes the throw across his body. And Chaz Encarnacion retires the side with a great play at shortstop as he throws out Gavin West for the third and final out of the inning. Highlanders get a 2-out single off the bat of Connor Hilton, but he's left stranded. And we'll go to the top of inning number 4. It is a 6-0 South Georgia State lead.
Going through a divorce, dealing with custody disputes, or seeking an adoption can take you through a roller coaster of emotions. That's why you need a lawyer that understands family, cares about clients, and knows how to get you through the process. At the Sellers Law Firm, we believe that cases should be handled with dedication, compassion, and integrity. Every case for every client. Our team is here to help you even when you feel like there is nowhere to turn. When you walk through our doors, our goal is to make sure you leave in a better position than when you enter. Give the Sellers Law Firm a call today, where clients become family.
Here at Buckner's Family Restaurant, we like to say it's our food on your table. There's nothing but smiles when using our simple online ordering and fast curbside pickup. Time is valuable, and we can help you gain a little of that time back by skipping the wait and taking these true Southern classics home to your table. Whether you're feeding the whole family or just a few, we've got an option for you. The same quality and delicious food you expect, ordered online and enjoyed from the comfort of your home. Our food, your table. Buckner's Family Restaurant.
New pitcher to the ball game here for the Highlanders as we go to the top of inning number 4. Now pitching is going to be number 4, Brody Gordon. The lefty will come on. He was warming up in the bullpen last inning. So that'll be the end of the road for Colin Miller, who goes 3 today and trails with the Highlanders down 6-0. Brody Gordon on the season. This is his 12th appearance. He's got an 0-2 record. ERA of 12.23, 17 2/3 innings logged this season, 11 strikeouts, 16 walks. And Brody Gordon comes to us from Jones County, former Greyhound. 5'11", 185 pounds, sophomore. And he will take over the top of the 4th inning. And for the Hawks coming to the plate, heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 spot due up for South Georgia State. Jesse Brown, Luke Boone, and Luke Flading. 6-0 Hawks on top after a 5-run third. Gordon, the lefty, out of the wide, and here's his first pitch. A good fastball. He threw it right by Jesse Brown for strike 1. Again, this is the 12th appearance of the season for Brody Gordon. Here's the 0-1. Fouled out of play down the right field line, and it's 0-2. 17 2/3 innings. Has given up 30 hits, 24 earned runs. And the 0-2. That one in the dirt, and there's ball 1. 11 strikeouts compared to 16 walks. Nobody on, nobody out, top of the 4th. The wind has died down here at the ballpark. Here's the 1-2 from Gordon. Hit out toward left field, and it's going to get in for a base hit. Brown didn't hit it hard, but just enough to get it in between the gap where Chiapetta and Gavin West were on the left side of the infield. And for Jesse Brown, he is now 3 for 3 in the ballgame, 3 singles for the South Georgia State first baseman. And now he'll stand at first. And it'll bring up the right fielder, Luke Boone. He is also 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles and an RBI. He's trying to stay perfect. First pitch on the way to him, and he'll go right field. And Elson Petter over to his left will make the catch. And that'll be out number 1. Good play out there in right by Devin Elson Petter. Got that one right on top of his shoestrings. First time today, Boone has been retired. And now it brings up the DH, Luke Flading. A strikeout and a walk today for Flading. First pitch on the way. There's a fastball that missed low and inside for ball 1. Against South Georgia State, when they're done today, they're going to head back home, South Georgia. Get ready for a doubleheader tomorrow against East Georgia State College. 1-0 chopper, could be 2. Carter with a nice hop at second. There's 1. Throw to first is in time. An inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. Carter to West. And a perfect hop to second. Set that one up. And the Highlanders get out of the inning. They'll hold the Hawks scoreless on the 4-6-3 double play. No runs across. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's still 5-0 Hawks on top.
How does Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson sell more vehicles than any other dealership in the area? It's simple. We have the most inventory. Regardless if you're looking for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, or a high-quality, low-mileage pre-owned vehicle, we've got something for everybody. Be sure to check out our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's make 2025 the time to find your new ride at Countryside.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
good shutdown inning by Brody Gordon and the Highlanders. And we go to the bottom of inning number 4 here today at Gordon State College. Welcome inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman, coming to you right behind home plate for our final broadcast of the season here for the Highlander baseball program. Yep, next tomorrow we got the softball game, so since we're doing baseball today, we're going to do softball tomorrow. Seems like it's the only fair thing to do, as both teams are going to be playing at the same time. And then it's off to the conference tournament for the Highlander baseball program. So hoping for a big rally and a big comeback today so we can go out winners. But we got to dig out of a hole right now. We are down 6-0. Going into the bottom of the 4th inning, Daniel Smith will lead it off. First pitch on the way to Daniel is downstairs for ball 1. Daniel grounded out to first base back in the 1st inning. And he'll foul this one out of play. And there's strike 1. That's going to be the interesting thing tomorrow. The foul balls with baseball and softball both playing at the same time right here at the ballpark. Here's the 1-1. Hopper, third. In time, throw to first. Good play by Pedro Rodriguez. That ball hit right off the dirt in front of home plate. And Rodriguez, toughest part about that play was waiting on it to come out of the air and having to throw out a speedy Daniel Smith, but he does. So 5-3 on the putout. First out here in the 4th. Brings up the DH, Ledger Curl. He grounded out to shortstop his first time up. First pitch here, strike outside. Ledger Curl is at the plate with Luke Burley in the on-deck circle. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1. Hit long. Foul territory, right field line. And the catch is made right up against the fence. Are you kidding me? Luke Boone makes the catch right against the chain link fence down the right field line. Great catch by Boone, not only to get the ball, but not hurt himself doing it. So 2 up, 2 down. And it brings up the first baseman, Luke Burley. First pitch to Luke. It's a strike on the outside corner. Kaysen DeGrande in a groove right now. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, I'm guessing a little high, right around the belt, and it's 1-1. Nobody on, 2 down in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 1-1. That one a little low below the knees, and it's 2-1. 2 really good pitches there by DeGrande. Could have went either way, especially that previous pitch. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. And Burley chased one that bounced in front of the plate to even the count at 2-2. Luke Burley sent one out to center field to Jaden Kemp his first time up. 2-2 count. DeGrande ready, out of the wind, and here it comes. Strike 3 call, froze him with a curve on the outside corner. And that is the first strikeout of the ballgame for Kaysen DeGrande. Down goes Burley, and down go the Highlanders in order, 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hawks on top. It's 6-0 South Georgia State here on a Friday afternoon at Gordon State College.
Spring is coming, and Countryside Mower in downtown Jackson is ready. We are the area's newest home for Gravely and Aaron's zero-turn mowers. Commercial or residential, we have over 200 brand new models in stock ready for delivery today. 0% financing and monthly payments starting under $100 per month are available with approved credit. See all of our models online at countrysidemower.com or come see them in person Monday through Saturday next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Regardless of what legal situation you find yourself in, the Sellers Law Firm is here for you. Our experienced office offers a wide range of legal services focusing on the issues that matter the most to you. At the Sellers Law Firm, you are not just a client, you are family. Our firm believes that cases should be handled with dedication, compassion, and integrity. If you or a loved one find yourself needing help, visit thesellerslawfirm.com or call us today at 770-415-9848. Where clients become family.
Welcome back to Gordon State College in Barnesville. Going to the top of the fifth inning. And right now it's the Hawks on top by a score of 6-0. Highlanders have only been shut out 3 times all season. This is their 51st game of 2025. They've only been shut out 3 times this year. One of those shutouts came recently. That was back on Monday. They lost out into South Carolina against USC Salkehatchie. Or excuse me, they won that game, beg your pardon. So they've only been shut out twice this year. Got my W's and L's crossed up. Only 2 times. Right now they're trailing 6-0, top of the 5th inning. First pitch on the way here from Gordon is a fastball that is fouled out of play, and that is strike number 1. We're at the number 6 spot in the batting order. This is where Peyton Bryant would be hitting, but it's Alex Bayron. He'll take an 0-1 fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. Again, Peyton Bryant was coming around third, ready to score at home on a base hit in the third inning. As this one's chopped in front of the plate, going to be a fair ball, and will it roll foul? Nope, it's going to stay fair right on top of the line. And it's going to be an infield single by Alex Bayron. That ball hit right off the top of the plate, and then it just hugged the line down to third. Nothing anybody could really do on that one. And it's going to be an infield single for Bayron. Again, back to Peyton Bryant. He was coming around third, ready to score, pulled up around third. Not sure if it was a cramp or a hamstring, but he crawled back to the bag. As the first pitch here is sitting down the right field line by Encarnacion, and it's going to be the first baseman who makes an incredible catch. Luke Burley over the shoulder makes one heck of a catch down the right field line. Matt Olson-like down there for the Highlanders. Reached back over his head and put it away for the first out. So 1 down, and here comes the third baseman, Pedro Rodriguez. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Pretty much same thing happened last inning for Gordon. Leadoff man reached, and he got an out. Then a double play to end the inning. Takeoff attempt over to first, and Bayron is back standing. We're at the top of the 5th inning. 1 out, runner on first. Hawks on top 6-0. Here's the 1-0 from Gordon. Fastball just missed outside, and it's 2-0. If you don't have plans tomorrow, it'll be a perfect day to come out and watch baseball and softball here at Gordon State College. More on that after the 2-0. Here it comes, high and tight, and it brushes Rodriguez off the plate. Softball team got a doubleheader at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. The baseball team with a doubleheader at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Both teams going to be playing Andrew College for their final home games of the regular season tomorrow. Here's a 3-0, and there's a strike at the knees to bring the count to 3-1. Free admission to both games tomorrow. Bring your lounge chair, cooler, snacks. 3-1 on the way, and that's in time for ball 4. So Pedro Rodriguez will reach on a 1-out walk, and then to bring up the second baseman, Jaden Neesmith. Well, you can tell warm weather's back here in Georgia. The gnats are out all over the place. Bottom of the order, Jaden Neesmith. Had a 2-out RBI double, and he struck out looking his last time up. First pitch here, busted him inside for a strike with a fastball. Runners on first and second for the Hawks in the top of the 5th inning. Brody Gordon, the lefty, pitching here for the Highlanders in the top of the 5th. 0-1, fouled back to the fence. He came in tight on his hands once again, and it's 0-2. Gordon working out of the stretch. Runners on first and second. Burley not holding the runner on at first. He's in on the grass. The 0-2 pitch. Downstairs. Good stop behind the plate by Zach Counts. And it brings the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Top of the order is on deck for C.J. Chalk. Be nice to see him next inning. Maybe another inning double play here. Gordon ready, the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 call, went with the off speed. Looked like a good curveball that Counts did a great job to frame. And the second straight at bat, Neesmith will go down watching strike 3. 2 outs now. And we're back to the top of the order with C.J. Chalk. He's 0 for 3 in the ballgame. A pop out to second, a ground out to second, and a pop out here to home plate trying to bunt last time. And he'll foul the first pitch he sees down the third base line for strike 1. Runners on first and second with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. C.J. Chalk, first time seeing Brody Gordon here today, who's in his second inning of relief. 0-1, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says umpire Nick Paludik. And Gordon fires a good fastball. He's ahead in the count, 0-2. Gonna work out of the stretch. Waiting on one he likes from Zach Counts. Still waiting. Finally got one. Big deep breath. The kick. The 0-2. Grounded. Third base. Here comes Chiappetta on 2 hops. Throws in time. Good play by Hunter Chiappetta, charging in and throws on the run to get C.J. Chalk to end the top of the 5th inning. So the second straight scoreless inning for Brody Gordon. And we'll go to the bottom of inning number 5. We are halfway home today in Barnesville. It is 6-0. Hawks on top at Gordon State College.
Highlanders forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, we welcome you back inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth. I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. This is a perfect time for all of you who are tuned into the game today to drop us a comment right here on our YouTube feed. Let us know where you are watching from today. It's one of my favorite things we do for every broadcast. Baseball, basketball, softball. Love to see where everybody's tuned in from, no matter which team you're cheering for today. Go to the bottom of your screen right there. Drop us a comment and let us know where you were tuned in from today, no matter where you're watching from. Thank you for joining us here at Gordon State College. Bottom of the 5th inning, Highlanders need some offense. It is 6-0 South Georgia State on top. Zach Counts will lead it off. Takes a first pitch ball. Here's the 1-0. And he'll sky this one in the infield over toward the left side. Who wants it? Encarnacion, the shortstop, lost it in the sun. And it falls right behind the pitcher's mound. Encarnacion had a good beat on it, and as it was coming down, all he could do was take shelter. That ball falls right on the grass. And look, the way it's going right now, the Highlanders will take them how they can get them. Another single by Zach Counts. He is 2 for 2 in the ballgame. And it brings us to the bottom of the order with Devin Elsenpetter. And he'll swing at the first pitch and foul one out of play for strike 1. Bottom of the 5th inning, 6-0 South Georgia State. They had a 5-run third inning. Here's the 0-1 to Elsenpetter. Missed high and outside, and there's ball 1. He was the count. Highlanders have not had many base runners here today, just 2 walks given up by DeGrande. Few base hits for Gordon State. As the 1-1 finds the inside corner to bring the count to 1-2. 3 hits for Gordon State. 2 of those have been infield singles. The 1-2 missed outside is 2-2. Bottom of the order, Devin Elsenpetter starting in right field today. He's at the plate. Runner on first is the catcher, Zach Counts. DeGrande ready with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. Some high heat. And down goes Elsenpetter for the first out of the inning. For Kason DeGrande, that is only his second strikeout of the ball game, but he has struck out 2 of the last 3 batters he has faced. And we're back to the top of the order with the second baseman, Jake Carter. Jake's 0 for 2 in the ball game today. A ground out to short and a fly out to center. First pitch here is upstairs, and that is ball 1. Russell Tankersley tuned in today from Folkston, Georgia. Jason York tuned in from Hahira, Georgia. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Here's the 1-0, bunt shown. Bat's pulled back, and it's called a ball, and it's 2-0. Keep them coming. Love the comments to see where everybody's tuned in from. Glad to have you on the broadcast. We are live from Gordon State College. Top of the order, 2-0 count to Carter. And he skies one foul down the left field line for strike 1. Highlanders back in action tomorrow, 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, right back here. And for what seems like the first time in forever at home, they'll see somebody other than South Georgia State. They get Andrew College for a doubleheader tomorrow. 2-1 missed outside, and it's 3-1. We will be broadcasting the softball doubleheader tomorrow. They're also playing Andrew College in a doubleheader. Might want to bring your helmets if you're coming to watch tomorrow. 2 games going on at the same time. 3-1 missed upstairs, and there's a 1-out walk to Jake Carter. Third walk of the day issued by Kason DeGrande, and that will bring a visit out of the Hawks bullpen. Bottom of the 5th inning, it is 6-0. Hawks are on top. Again, everybody working toward the conference tournament that's going to be coming up May 5th through the 8th down at ABAC in Tifton. Highlanders currently sitting in the number 2 spot, and wouldn't you know it, South Georgia State currently sitting in the number 5 spot. So if the regular season ended today, guess which 2 teams would be playing each other? You guessed it. This is the 7th meeting of the season between these 2 teams. Number 2 will play number 5. Number 3 will play number 4. The number 1 seed in the tournament will get a first-round bye. It looks like that's going to be Georgia Highlands. And that will be the final game of the regular season for the Highlanders. After the doubleheader tomorrow, Gordon State will go to Cartersville next Thursday to wrap up the regular season against Georgia Highlands. 1 out, runners on first and second. Highlanders trying to get a rally going here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hunter Chiappetta at the plate. Hunter today has walked, and he has grounded out to the pitcher. He tried to bunt his way on his last time up. Kason DeGrande stays in the game. The lefty fires first pitch, and it's a good one in for a strike, 0-1. Again, the Highlanders have only been shut out twice all season. DeGrande with the 0-1. Hit up the middle, base hit. The shutout may go away. Nope, Counts is going to get held at third. It was a soft looping single to center. Counts had to quickly take a look to see if that ball was going to fall, and just that split hesitation was enough to hold him at third base. Well, that and the fact he's a catcher. I mean, you know, catchers aren't necessarily known for the blazing speed, but we'll take it. A single by Chiappetta loads the bases for Connor Hilton. First pitch on the way. Here's a fastball outside for ball 1. Connor had a line drive to left in the bottom of the first, but hit it right to C.J. Chalk and had a single his last time up. Highlanders trying to get on the board here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They've got them loaded with 1 out. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs, it's 2-0. 2-0 count to Connor Hilton. Bases loaded for the Gordon State left fielder. DeGrande out of the stretch with the 2-0. And that one's outside. It's 3-0. Let's see if Connor gets a green light here. 30 RBIs on the season. He's got a 3-0 count. Here it comes. And there's a strike inside with a fastball. A good spot by DeGrande. And it brings the count to 3-1. One down, bases loaded, bottom of the fifth. DeGrande with the 3-1. Ripped again down the left field line, but foul. Hilton was all over that, but just a little out front. Again, a base hit more than likely easily could score 2. 3-1 count. Here it comes. And there's ball 4. Missed on the outside corner, and here comes the first run of the ball game. It's a bases-loaded walk to Connor Hilton. RBI number 31 on the season. Take them any way you can get them. Brings the score to 6-1, and here comes Gavin West with the bases loaded. First pitch on the way, and he'll rip one out in the left. It's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will come in and score. That's Carter. Throw to the plate is cut off. Chiappetta's going to score easily. It's a 2-run single for Gavin West. He adds to his RBI totals. That's number 64 and 65, and it's now 6-3. And it will bring the tying run to the plate. First pitch swinging, and Gavin West with a top spin looping line drive to left. And now here comes Daniel Smith to the plate. He'll show bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike. Connor Hilton, the base runner at second. Gavin West is the base runner at first. Highlanders have cut the lead in half here in the 5th inning. It's 6-3. Still just 1 out. Here's the 0-1. This one hit out towards short. Good backhanded stop by Encarnacion. He'll go to second for 1. Throw to first is not in time. Boy, heck of a play out there by the middle infield for the Hawks. Encarnacion, with his momentum taking him to third, goes back to second, fires a strike to Neesmith to retire Gavin West, and Neesmith just about threw out Daniel Smith to complete the double play. Fielder's choice will put runners on the corners. 2 outs, and here's Ledger Curl. First pitch on the way is upstairs for ball 1. Boy, if Encarnacion would have looked up, he had a chance to throw out Hilton at third. Could have got the force out. His momentum was taking him that way. But he went to second instead. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike to bring the count to 1-1. I thought that's where he was going with it. He was halfway to third when he backhanded that ground ball, but almost turned off the double play. Runners on the corners. Here's the 1-1. Missed outside, and it's 2-1. A bases-loaded walk by Connor Hilton, followed by a 2-run single by Gavin West, has cut the lead in half. Wind picks up, blowing toward left. Here's the 2-1 to Curl, downstairs, and it's 3-1. And Kaysen DeGrande, who has pitched magnificently for the Hawks, and the first 4 struggling a bit here in the 5th. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and a 3-1 count to Ledger Curl. Careful here what you throw. Here it comes. And he came high and tight with a fastball, and there's ball 4. 4th walk of the ball game given up by DeGrande. So once again, it loads the bases for Luke Burley. Luke is 0 for 2 in the ball game. A fly out to center, and he struck out last time up. The bases are loaded with 2 down, and we'll have another visit here to the mound, and that may be the end of the road. It is indeed. That is going to be it for Kaysen DeGrande. So he will leave 2 outs, bases loaded, And we'll get a new pitcher coming in here for the Hawks. We'll tell you who that is right after this timeout. 6-3, Hawks on top. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 outs, bases loaded for Gordon State.
Campus life at Gordon State College is all about moving forward together. With a vibrant student community and hundreds of organized activities, there's no limit to how much you can get involved. At our Student Activity and Recreation Center, meet up with friends to play video games, start a workout regimen, and even host a movie night. Join an intercollegiate or club sports program like baseball, basketball, volleyball, or golf. Break a sweat with your favorite intramural sport, fitness squad, or one-on-one match. Or grab a group of friends and cheer on your Highlanders from the stands. Beyond academics, Highlander Nation is a place to connect with one another and build lifelong friendships. Get involved with a student organization or a club that aligns with your passions. Students can connect with our community through theater productions, service projects, or speaker series. Whether you live on campus or off, students can enjoy it all. Learn more about getting involved in Gordon State College campus life. Visit the Student Life Office today.
Going through a divorce, dealing with custody disputes, or seeking an adoption can take you through a roller coaster of emotions. That's why you need a lawyer that understands family, cares about clients, and knows how to get you through the process. At the Sellers Law Firm, we believe that cases should be handled with dedication, compassion, and integrity. Every case for every client. Our team is here to help you even when you feel like there is nowhere to turn. When you walk through our doors, our goal is to make sure you leave in a better position than when you entered. Give the Sellers Law Firm a call today, where clients become family.
New pitcher into the ballgame for the Hawks is number 26, Carson Ward. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And we'll have a pitch hitter coming up here for the Highlanders. Caden Baggett will come off the bench and grab a bat. 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. First pitch on the way from Ward, just about hit Baggett in the foot, and there's ball 1. So Baggett will pitch it here for Burley, who was 0 for 2. And he is facing the right-handed pitcher, Carson Ward. Here's the 1-0. Make it 2-0 as Ward misses low with a fastball. Carson Ward, a freshman out of Columbus, Georgia. 2 outs, bases loaded, 2-0 count. Here comes the pitch to Baggett. This one sky down the left field line, and it just will get out of play for strike 1. Caden Baggett batting .392 on the season, 4 home runs, 27 RBIs, 3 triples, 4 doubles. He's got a 2-1 count. Here it comes. Just about hit him again, and it's 3-1. And now Ward has got it to a strike. We've already had 1 bases loaded walk in the inning. But Baggett is sitting on a hitter's count here. 3-1 with 2 outs, bases loaded. Ward out of the stretch, gets his sign, and here it comes. And this one hit off his fist, shallow left field, down the line, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Runner will come in and score from third. 2 runs come in. Daniel Smith will score. Connor Hilton will score. A bloop single down the left field line that falls right in front of C.J. Chalk. 2 more runs are in. It's 6-5, and now the tying run is at second base. And here comes the catcher, Zach Counts. First pitch on the way, a good fastball called for a strike. That ball fell right down the left field line in front of Chalk. So a 2-run pitch hit single for Baggett makes it 6-5. Tying runs out there at second. 0-1 fastball missed outside. So a 2-run single by Baggett, a 2-run single by West, and a bases-loaded walk to Hilton. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Council's way out in front of that off-speed pitch, and it's 1-2. Zach is 2 for 2 in the ballgame. He's got 2 singles. He's got a 1-2 count. Runners at first and second. Ward is ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went right back to that off-speed pitch, and Council's out in front of it, and he swings through it for strike 3. So that ends the rally, but the Highlanders put 5 on the board in the bottom of inning number 5. They cut the lead down to 1. We go to the 6th. We got a brand new ball game. It is 6-5, Hawks on top.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Roofing, gutters, siding, painting, concrete, fencing, and more. The list goes on and on. No matter what you need done around the home or office, Advanced Roofing and Interiors can handle it all. Even major storm damage. No job too big or too small. When was the last time you checked the condition of your roof? Advanced Roofing and Interiors offers free roof inspections. Don't wait for issues to arise. Contact us today for a free roof inspection. Our expert team will provide an assessment, answer all of your questions, and ensure your peace of mind. Be sure to visit our Facebook page to see recently completed projects and read real customer reviews from real customers. Advanced Roofing and Interiors is locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, and works with all insurance companies. Visit us online at advancedroofingandinteriors.com to learn more and to see all services we offer.
Here we go, top of the 6th inning. Good ball game. Hawks and the Highlanders both had big innings. South Georgia State with 5 in the 3rd. Highlanders just put up 5 in the 5th, and now it's 6-5 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Glad to have you on board with us. Inside the Advanced Roofing and Interiors broadcast booth, right behind home plate, I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Our final baseball broadcast of the season, and it's been a good one. Top of the 6th, and here we go. Jaden Kemp will lead it off. Nope, beg your pardon. We're going to have a pinch hitter right here as the first pitch is fouled off down the first base line. This is the number 2 spot in the batting order where Kemp was batting, but now batting is going to be number 14, Tanner Langley, freshman out of LaGrange High School. LaGrange, Georgia, I should say. So Langley will pitch it to lead off the top of the 6th. Takes an 0-1 from Brody Gordon. Inside for ball 1. Gordon is in his 3rd inning of relief. He has held the Hawks scoreless in the 4th and the 5th. And here's the 1-1. This one hit out toward left center field. Long run for Daniel Smith. He's not going to get it. It's over his head. All the way to the center field fence. And standing at second with a pinch hit leadoff double is Tanner Langley. Well, that helps when you come off the bench. So Langley has a double, and it'll bring up the first baseman, Jesse Brown, 3 for 3 in the ballgame with 3 singles. Top of the 6th inning, runner at second, nobody out. Giappetta in on the grass at 3rd. First pitch on the way to Brown. Fastball missed upstairs, and there's 1-0. Hey, today is the first day of our high school baseball playoffs around the state of Georgia. Several local teams in our area playing today. Tell you who they are after this 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. This one chopped up the middle. Behind the bag at second. Carter's got it. Throw to first is in time. Good play by Jake Carter. His momentum was taking him back to first as he was holding the runner on at second. Then he had to stop, plant those spikes in the dirt, and get back. And he's able to field it and throw out Brown for the first time today. So 1 down, runner at 3rd, and here comes Luke Boone, the cleanup batter. First pitch to Boone is grounded foul down the third base line. So Pike County is at home today. They take on Hapeville Charter. Jackson High School is on the road today. They're up in Ringgold to take on Ringgold High School. And Lamar County High School down in Fitzgerald today. As this one is fouled off to bring the count to 0-2. So best of luck, some of our local teams in GHSA. State baseball playoffs starting today. Best of 3 series for all those teams. 0-2 count to Boone. One hopper. And a good stop by Counts as that one's in the dirt in front of the plate. The runner Langley, who led the inning off with a double, will hold at third. 1-2 count to Luke Boone. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And it's going to be an out behind home plate. Home plate umpire John Carlisle rung him up, so no throw was needed down to first, even though Boone took off anyway. Strikeout by Gordon. And that is the second out of the inning. Two outs runner at third. And it'll bring up the DH, Luke Flading. Grounded into an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play his last at bat. Takes a first pitch fastball here down low. I was waiting to catch the commentary there between Luke Boone and home plate umpire John Carlisle as Boone was walking back to the dugout. Here's the 1-0. This one skied out to right center. Daniel Smith coming in, but now he'll be called off by the right fielder, Devin Elson-Petter. And the Highlanders get out of the inning with no damage. The leadoff double off the bat of Tanner Langley doesn't hurt. He is stranded at third base as Brody Gordon works his third straight scoreless inning, and that will send us to the bottom of the sixth. It is a 6-5 South Georgia State lead.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Hey, when we have a moment, you just saw the ad there for our friends at Buckner's Family Restaurant. Let me promise you something. They do something on Friday nights that is absolutely amazing. You know Buckner's for their Lazy Susan spinning tables, the famous fried chicken, that great peach cobbler. Well, now on Friday nights, they have started serving ribs at Buckner's Family Restaurant every Friday after 4:30 p.m. And let me tell you something. You thought the chicken was something to brag about. You thought the cobbler was something to brag about. If you have not been to Buckner's on a Friday night to try their ribs, folks, you are missing out. Stop by Buckner's Family Restaurant Fridays after 4:30 for some of the best, meatiest, thickest ribs you will ever eat in your life. I personally think they're so good they don't even need any barbecue sauce. That's how good the dry rub is on those ribs at Buckner's. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. It is Friday, isn't it? Dinner plans may have just been made. If we get out of here in time, sounds like a pretty good idea. Glad to have you here with us. We're going to the bottom of inning number 6. Hawks are on top 6-5. Highlanders scored 5 in their last at bat. And we'll get another pitch hitter coming up here as Tanner Patterson will come in and bat in the number 9 spot, replacing Devin Elson-Petter. First pitch on the way to Patterson. Here's a fastball at the knees for strike 1. He is facing Carson Ward, who came in last inning in relief of the starter, Kason DeGrande. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Tanner Patterson at the plate. 0-2. Ward's ready. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. Ball gets away from the catcher. Throw down to first is going to be in time. And that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. So Patterson pitch hitting goes down on 3 pitches. And now we're back to the top of the order for Jake Carter. Carter, a ground out to short, a fly out to center, and a walk his last time up. Part of that 5-run 5th inning. First pitch here is popped up. Foul territory down the first base line. It's 0-1. Hunter Chiappetta in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 0-1 to Carter. High and tight, brushed him off the plate. And it evens the count at 1-1. One pitch from Ward. Inside, and it's 2-1. Highlanders have won their last 3 games against South Georgia State. And all 3 of those have been right here at home. Here's the 2-1. Outside is 3-1. Three-one pitch from Ward. Grounded foul over into the Hawks dugout down the third base line. 7th meeting of the season. The 2 teams are 3-3 against each other. The home team has won every game. Full count to Carter. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. Hit out toward right center field. It's hit pretty well. Chasing it and making the catch on the run is Luke Boone. What a catch by Boone. Had a long way to go. And catches it out there in right center field for out number 2. Boy, what a play. That's the second great play by Boone today. Earlier in the ball game, foul territory down the right field line. He went crashing into the chain link fence and made a great catch. So 2 down, and here comes Hunter Chiappetta. Chiappetta is 1 for 3 in the ball game, singled his last time up. 0-1 caught the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Wind has picked up a little bit. We've also got a little cloud coverage here at the ballpark. 0-2 to Hunter. Swing and a miss. And down go the Highlanders. 1-2-3. In the bottom of the 6th inning, a good inning by Carson Ward, and he's pumped up. A big fist pump coming off the mound back into the dugout. 2/3 of the way through. We'll go to the top of inning number 7. It remains a 6-5 South Georgia State lead.
Some people just prefer a pre-owned vehicle over a new vehicle, and that's perfectly fine with us at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter in downtown Jackson. Cars, trucks, vans, Jeeps, SUVs, we've got them. Financing or cash cars. Sometimes we've even got campers, boats, jet skis, and motorcycles. If pre-owned is your thing, then stop by and see us Monday through Saturday at the Countryside Pre-Owned Supercenter, located next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Regardless of what legal situation you find yourself in, the Sellers Law Firm is here for you. Our experienced office offers a wide range of legal services focusing on the issues that matter the most to you. At the Sellers Law Firm, you are not just a client, you are family. Our firm believes that cases should be handled with dedication, compassion, and integrity. If you or a loved one find yourself needing help, visit thesellerslawfirm.com or call us today at 770-415-9848. Where clients become family.
Top of the 7th inning, 6-5. South Georgia State on top of Gordon State. Glad to have you here with us. We are live at Gordon State College in Barnesville for today's game. Next to last home game of the regular season for the Highlanders. They'll be right back here tomorrow for an afternoon doubleheader against Andrew College. Brody Gordon back out for his 4th inning of work. First pitch fouled out of play behind home plate by the catcher. Once again, this is number 28 who's at the plate. It is Alex Bayran. Takes an 0-1 inside, and it's 1-1. He came in after the starting catcher, Peyton Bryant, went out with either a cramp or a hamstring injury in the third inning, coming around third. 1-1. A little check swing. Slow roller that eats up Gavin West at shortstop. That ball just bounced and rolled and hit the lip of the grass, and when it did, it came up and got Gavin right in the chest. You don't see too many errors by number 1 for the Highlanders, but that's one right there, and it's the first error of the ball game for either team. So it puts the leadoff runner on, and first pitch here is outside to the shortstop, Chaz Encarnacion. Encarnacion batting in the 7 hole here for the Hawks. Today a strikeout, an RBI single, and a pop out to first base. Here's the 1-0. This one hit out towards straightaway left. It'll fall in front of Hilton on one hop. So a line drive single to left off the bat of Encarnacion. That's his second single of the ball game. And now it puts runners on first and second with nobody out. And it brings up the third baseman, Pedro Rodriguez, batting 8th. He flew out to Daniel Smith in center, had an RBI single in the third, and he walked his last time up. Second time he has faced Brody Gordon. As the wind picks up here in the 7th. First pitch fastball outside. Definitely feel the difference in the air temperature. It's almost like when you're at home and you feel that cold draft of air coming from the air conditioner that just catches your attention. That's what it's been like out here for about the past 5 minutes. Here's the 1-0 from Gordon. Inside is 2-0. We started the ball game today at 1:57, 79 degrees at the time of the first pitch. And right up until about 5 minutes ago, the heat and the sun was just baking. And then the clouds started rolling in. Wind picked up. It's blowing out towards straightaway left. 2-0 hit over towards second. Could be 2. Nope, it's bobbled for a moment by Carter. Now his only play is to first. Carter will go to first and throw out Rodriguez. Runners advance to second and third. So a couple of hard-hit ground balls here to the middle of the infield in the top of the 7th. But it's runners on second and third, 1 out, and we're at the bottom of the order with Jaden Neesmith, who has struck out looking his last 2 times up. He had an RBI double, and now he'll go to the opposite side, and it's a base hit. Out of the reach of a diving Carter. 1 run comes in. The throw home is going to be cut off at first. And that's going to be a 2-run single by the number 9 batter, Jaden Neesmith, who now has 3 RBIs in the ballgame. That is the production you love to see from the bottom of the order. Neesmith is 2 for 4, a double, a single, 3 RBIs. And there's 2 more on the board here for the Hawks to make it an 8-5 ball game. Back to the top of the order with C.J. Chalk. And he'll send one first pitch swinging deep left center field. Hilton's going to have to chase it all the way to the fence. Neesmith will get a stop sign at third. Last minute, looked like he was going to take a big turn, and all of a sudden he got held up. And it's going to be a double for C.J. Chalk, his first base hit of the ballgame. So now the Hawks with runners at second and third with 1 out. And it'll bring up the center fielder, Jaden Camp. Actually, beg your pardon, this is the pitch hitter who hit for Camp last time. Sorry about that. This is number 14, Tanner Langley. First pitch to him. He'll go opposite field and send one out of play for strike 1. Had a double last time up. He's hitting in the number 2 hole. Pitch hitting for Jaden Camp. Runners on second and third, 1 out, top of the 7th. 2 across so far for the Hawks. Brody Gordon out of the stretch. Here's the 0-1. Misses high and outside, and it's 1-1. Start of the game at 79. The Weather Center is still saying it's 79 degrees, but it is certainly clouded up here at the ballpark. Here's the 1-1. It's outside. Another good stop by Zach Counts. Brings the count to 2 balls and a strike. Looking at the radar right now, nothing real anywhere close to us as far as rain or storms. We should be fine for the rest of this ball game, assuming it doesn't take 19 innings. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. High and outside, and it's 3-1. Thunderstorms inside the perimeter right now in Atlanta, right around 285, and then up toward the Dalton, Georgia area. But everything south of Atlanta right now looks good. Just cloudy and hot and muggy. 3-1 from Gordon. Popped up. Left side of the infield. Gavin West can't find it. Chiappetta getting called off now by Carter, who comes in and makes the catch right behind the mound. Looked like Gavin was going to try to make the first play on it, then he lost it. Chiappetta from third had a long way to go, and at the last second, Jake Carter comes in and calls off everybody to make the second out. So 2 down, runners still at second and third, and here's Jesse Brown. 3 for 4 in the ballgame, 3 singles and a ground out to second. Facing Brody Gordon for the third time. First pitch on the way from Brody is way outside, and a good sliding stop by Counts. Jesse Brown has singled, and he has grounded out to second in his 2 plate appearances against Brody Gordon. Top of the 7th inning. Runners on second and third with 2 outs for South Georgia State. They're at the plate. 1-0 hit out toward right field. Long run all the way to the fence, and it's going to get down for a hit. It'll one-hop the fence. 2 runs are going to come in and score, and that will extend the lead back to 5. It is now 10-5 South Georgia State. That one right off the end of the bat of Jesse Brown, who will pick up a double, his 4th hit of the ballgame. And it'll bring up Luke Boone with 2 outs. Now a runner at second. 10-5, South Georgia State on top. Luke Boone, 2 for 4 in the ballgame. A couple of singles and an RBI. First pitch to him. There's a strike to make it 0-1. South Georgia State got 1 in the second, 5 in the third. Brody Gordon, who's pitching now, shut him down in the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. And now it looks like we're going to have a balk going to be called against Gordon. So that will send Jesse Brown over to third. 2 down, 0-1 count, and here's the pitch. This one hit out toward straightaway center. Daniel Smith will put it away for out number 3. But the damage is done. 4 more come across here for the Hawks in the top of the 7th. They extend their lead back to 5. It is now 10-5 South Georgia State. Time to stretch in Barnesville. 10-5 Hawks on top of the Highlanders.
Highlanders Forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future with an affordable, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
Time to get the bats going once again. Hawks on top 10-5 as we go to the bottom of inning number 7. Glad to have you on board here for the broadcast today. Our final baseball broadcast of the season for Gordon State College. Not the final game of the year for the Highlanders, just our final broadcast. Tomorrow we will have the softball doubleheader right here behind us as both teams will welcome in Andrew College for a doubleheader on Saturday. Bottom of the 7th, Ward back out to pitch. Fires a first pitch ball low and outside. Connor Hilton, Gavin West, Daniel Smith, first 3 due up for the Highlanders. Here's the 1-0. This one right back up the middle, through the legs of Ward. Play at second, in time by Neesmith. Oh, talk about a web jam on the diamond. Jaden Neesmith, the second baseman, makes the play as his momentum was taking him towards shortstop, throws across his body, and throws out Connor Hilton for the first out. Hands down, without question, our play of the game so far here today. That goes along with a pretty good day at the plate for Neesmith, who is 2 for 4 with a single, a double, and 3 RBIs. There's the 1-0 to West. He'll pop it up to straightaway center field. Wind carrying just a bit, but it's going to stay in the ballpark, and it'll be called out there for out number 2. So West is down, and 2 quick outs for the Highlanders here in the bottom of the 7th. Coming up in the top of the 8th inning, we'll take a look at today in baseball history. See what interesting things took place in Major League Baseball on this very day. Daniel Smith digs in, 2 outs, nobody on. And he'll take a first pitch ball outside from Carson Ward, who's in his 3rd inning of relief. Nobody on, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 to Daniel. He'll send this one out toward left center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Daniel with a big turnaround first. Now he'll put on the brakes. And for Daniel Smith, that is his first hit of the ball game. A solid single will keep the inning alive here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So 2 outs, runner on first, and it'll bring up the DH Ledger Curl. Ledger's looking for his first base hit of the ball game. First pitch on the way. Off the end of the bat, a little cue ball shot over to first. Throw to Ward, who's covering the bag, makes the catch, falls down, and rolls over at the bag at first. What a tough play by the pitcher, Carson Ward. Takes the throw from Jesse Brown and rolls over the bag. And that will retire the side for the Highlanders in the 7th. A 2-out single by Daniel Smith, but that's it. We'll go to the top of inning number 8. 10-5, Hawks on top.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Spring is coming, and Countryside Mower in downtown Jackson is ready. We are the area's newest home for Gravely and Aaron's zero-turn mowers. Commercial or residential, we have over 200 brand new models in stock ready for delivery today. 0% financing and monthly payments starting under $100 per month are available with approved credit. See all of our models online at countrysidemower.com or come see them in person. Monday through Saturday, next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Heading to the top of inning number 8 here at Gordon State College in Barnesville. Glad to have you on board for the broadcast. Again, my name is Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Love to know where you're tuned in from today. If you want to drop us a comment, Matthew Patterson's tuned in from Johns Creek, Georgia. Jason York from Highlander. Russell Tankersley from Folkston, Georgia. Love for you to drop us a comment. Let us know where you are watching from today. As we go to the top of inning number 8, we'll have a new pitcher in the game for Gordon State. Braden York, number 31. Speaking of Highlander, Georgia, 6'4", 190-pound freshman will come in after Brody Gordon goes 4 innings. It'll be the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Highlanders. And the numbers this season for Braden York, an ERA of 10.67, record of 1-0. This is his 11th appearance of the season. 14 1/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 17. He has walked 15. And he will be the third pitcher of the ball game here for the Highlanders as we go to the top of inning number 8. York, the righty, is ready, and here's the first pitch. Fastball outside for ball 1. 10-5 Hawks. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. Gordon State got it to 6-5 as York misses low and outside for ball 2. York's ready. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fastball for a strike at the knees brings the count to 2 balls and a strike. 1 in the second, 5 in the third, then 4 last inning for the Hawks. All 5 of Gordon State's runs came in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 from York. Hit off the fist, foul down the first base line. And that's going to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. At the plate here for the Hawks is number 4, Colton Whaley. He's got a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. High and outside, there's ball 3. Whaley is batting in the number 6 spot. Full count. The wind and the payoff pitch. Ball 4 downstairs. So a leadoff walk by Colton Whaley will put a runner on first. Again, third different pitcher of the day after Colin Miller went 3. Brody Gordon goes 4. Runner on first. First pitch is going to hit off the shoulder of number 28. And that is Alex Bayron. So now runners on first and second. And a tough start to the top of the 8th here for York. And after just 2 batters, it will bring Coach Tanner Hall out of the dugout. And we are going to have a pitching change just like that. So a walk and a hit batter. And that is going to be the end of the line. A real short leash today on York. He's done after 2 batters. Coach Tanner Hall going back to the bullpen. And we'll take another timeout. Top of the 8th inning. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for the Hawks when we come back.
Highlanders Forward is more than a rallying cry. It's a way of being. At Gordon State College, Highlanders move towards a bright future with an affordable, high-quality education that sets them up for lifelong success. Our students pursue their passions through nearly 30 exceptional degree programs that lead to exciting careers across the globe. They work towards academic excellence in challenging courses taught by exceptional faculty who support them along the way. They evolve as global citizens through study abroad programs, career-focused internships, and meaningful research and service initiatives that connect them to the world they live in. As graduates, Highlanders move confidently into their futures after earning valuable degrees at a fraction of the cost elsewhere. Gordon State College is the place where forward thinkers launch their dreams and shape better lives for themselves and their families. Start the journey to your future at Gordon State College. Apply today.
Well, Braden York faces 2 batters. Walks 1 and hits 1. And he is pulled here at the top of the 8th inning. As Coach Tanner Hall will go back to the Highlander bullpen and now bring on number 6, Tanner G. 6'4", 180-pound freshman. The winner of the ball game here for Gordon State on the season. G with a 5.52 ERA. He's got a record of 2-0. This is his 11th appearance of the season. He has logged 14 2/3 innings, struck out 10, and he has walked 13 on the season. He will come in with runners on first and second. Nobody out, top of the 8th inning, and he will face the shortstop, Chaz Encarnacion. Top of the 8th. T. Carmichael tuned in today from Jackson, Georgia. Niecy Haley's tuned in from Eastman, Georgia. Glad to have all of you on the broadcast. Again, looking for your comments if you feel like dropping one. Love to know where you're watching from. Top of the 8th inning, runners on first and second, nobody out. Tanner G., the new pitcher, facing Chaz Encarnacion, who's 2 for 4 in the ballgame with 2 singles and an RBI. Encarnacion will square around, show bunt, and he gets it down the third base line, and it's a beauty. Chiappetta, bare hands, throw to first is going to be in time. Hunter Chiappetta with a nice play from third, charges in, and a good scoop at first by the second baseman, Jake Carter, who was over covering the bag. And there's the first down of the inning. That's a tough Play. Coming in bare hand, momentum carrying you toward home plate, then you got to throw a strike over to first. So it moves the runners up 90 feet. They're down at second and third. And here's the third baseman, Pedro Rodriguez. 1 down in the 8th. First pitch from G. Like a curve that missed outside. And it's 1-0. Rodriguez today, an RBI single. That's been his only hit so far. Ground out to second, a fly out to center, and a walk. Infield in for the Highlanders. Here's the 1-0 from G. Grounded foul down the third base line. Told you we were going to take a look at today in baseball history. Let's do that right now. It was on this day, 1995. Where were you at 30 years ago? I know there were a lot of happy baseball fans around the country because the Major League Baseball strike ended and play resumed on this day in 95 after a 257-day labor dispute. Here's the 1-1. Missed outside. Of course, 95, a pretty good year for the Atlanta Braves, winning their first World Series in Atlanta over the Indians in 6 games. Actually had a chance to meet Marquise Grissom last week for Alumni Sunday at Truist Park with the Braves. Of course, he made that final catch in center field in Game 6 of the 95 World Series. Here's the 2-1 from G. This one fouled out of play down the right field line. Marquise Grissom today, 30 years later, looks like he could still knock one about 480 feet. Super nice guy. That was on this day, 1995. The strike ended and baseball returned. 2-2 count here to Rodriguez. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Not the only time that the Braves were mentioned on this day in baseball history. The first was good news. This next one, not so good. I'll tell you about it after the 2-2. Again, the infield in here for the Highlanders in the top of the 8th. Tanner G out of the stretch. The 2-2. Missed outside, and it's 3-2. On this day in 1977, the Cincinnati Reds beat the Braves 23-9 at Fulton County in Atlanta. The Reds tied a then National League record by scoring 12 runs in the 5th inning. Talk about an inning. 7 RBIs for George Foster in that ball game. Payoff pitch from Tanner G. The 3-2, here it comes. He came in tight and he missed him for ball 4. And that will load the bases. And probably the last guy you want to see with the bases loaded. Bottom of the order, Jaden Neesmith, the second baseman. He is 2 for 4 in the ballgame. An RBI double and a 2-run single his last time up. And now he's got the bases loaded, 1 out here at the top of the 8th inning. He's also struck out looking twice in the ballgame. Check swing here. He went around, and there's strike 1. Wow, here's a pretty cool stat if you're a pitcher. This one takes us all the way back to 1904. Pretty sure none of you are around then. Here's the 0-1 to Neesmith. He'll send this one out toward right. It'll be deep enough to score a run. Tanner Patterson will make the catch. Throw back in is going to get cut off at first. But a run will come in and score from third as Whaley will come in. And that is the 4th RBI of the day from Jaden Neesmith. Not a bad day from your number 9 batter. 4 RBIs. And that is run number 11 in the ballgame for the Hawks. Second out of the inning. Runners on the corners, and we're back to the top of the order with C.J. Chalk. So on this day back in 1904, Yankees pitcher Jack Chesbro recorded his first win of the season. His first 41 wins in one season. First pitch on the way is a fastball outside. 41 victories in 1 year for a starting pitcher. That's an American League record that still stands from back in 1904. 1-0 count to C.J. Chalk. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside, and it's 2-0. We're at the top of the 8th inning. Hawks have runners on the corners with 2 down. C.J. Chalk had a double his last time to the plate. G out of the stretch with the 2-0. Came inside, and it's 3-0. Again, 4th different pitcher of the day for the Highlanders. Colin Miller got the start and went 3. Brody Gordon went 4. Braden York went 2 batters. The 3-0. And that one missed upstairs, and it's a 4-pitch walk to C.J. Chalk. And that'll load the bases. And it'll bring Coach Tanner Hall out of the Highlander dugout once again. He's got a brisk walk to the mound, not a slow pace. And that's going to be the end of the road for Tanner G. So we will see our 3rd different pitcher of the inning coming out of the Highlander bullpen. Top of the 8th, bases are loaded, 2 outs, 11-5. South Georgia State on top. We're going back to the bullpen here at Gordon State College.
Spring is coming, and Countryside Mower in downtown Jackson is ready. We are the area's newest home for Gravely and Aaron's zero-turn mowers. Commercial or residential, we have over 200 brand new models in stock ready for delivery today. 0% financing and monthly payments starting under $100 per month are available with approved credit. See all of our models online at countrysidemower.com or come see them in person Monday through Saturday next to Piggly Wiggly in downtown Jackson.
Roofing, gutters, siding, painting, concrete, fencing, and more. The list goes on and on. No matter what you need done around the home or office, Advanced Roofing and Interiors can handle it all, even major storm damage. No job too big or too small. When was the last time you checked the condition of your roof? Advanced Roofing and Interiors offers free roof inspections. Don't wait for issues to arise. Contact us today for a free roof inspection. Our expert team will provide an assessment, answer all of your questions, and ensure your peace of mind. Be sure to visit our Facebook page to see recently completed projects and read real customer reviews from real customers. Advanced Roofing and Interiors is locally owned and operated, licensed and insured, and works with all insurance companies. Visit us online at advancedroofingandinteriors.com to learn more and to see all services we offer.
Hey, don't forget, after the ball game today, we will give out the award for our Player of the Game, presented by Mama's Kitchen right here in Barnesville. Be sure to stop by Mama's Kitchen for your next great meal. Be sure to ask them about the K13 chicken sandwich, the MVP of all chicken sandwiches. It starts with a big, huge grilled chicken breast, followed by bacon, jalapenos, pickles, a house barbecue sauce, and 6 different kinds of cheeses. That's the K13 chicken sandwich. Mama's Kitchen in Barnesville. We will give out the award for our Player of the Game when we're done today. 3rd different pitcher of the inning. Here for the Highlanders, number 19, Jacob Thompson is coming on. 2 outs, bases loaded, top of the 8th. Thompson going to work out of the stretch. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. ERA of 10.67 this year. Got a record of 1-0. This is his 11th appearance. He has logged 14 1/3 innings worth of work. Has struck out 15. He's walked 11. In a tight spot here, bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0. Again, low and outside in the dirt, and another good stop by Zach Counts. Two more runs across here in the top of the 8th so far for the Hawks. It's 11-5 South Georgia State. Excuse me, one more run so far, not 2, one more. 2-0 ripped to third under the glove of Hunter Chiappetta, and it's going to get all the way to the left field fence. 1 run comes in. 2 runs will come in, and rounding third, no throw from home. All 3 runs come in and score as C.J. Chalk makes it all the way from first. Bases clearing double with 2 outs. Here for the Hawks. 4 more runs this inning. That will make it 14-5. And here comes Jesse Brown, who had a 2-run double his last time up. First pitch on the way. 1 hops the plate off the chest protector of Zach Counts. Again, this is the 7th meeting of the season between the 2 teams. The home team has won every game in the series so far. They're 3-3, but the Highlanders in jeopardy of that one here today. Here's the 1-0, way outside in the dirt. And nowhere near for Thompson is 2-0. Jesse Brown in the ball game today is 4 for 5. 3 singles and a 2-run double. Runner at second, 2 outs for the Hawks here in the top of inning number 8. 4 runs have scored. Here's the 2-0. This one nowhere near in the left-handed batter's box. Hits the dirt all the way to the fence. Runner will advance from second to third and brings the count to 3-0. One final fact about this day in baseball history. One more to leave you with. It was on this day, 76. Cubs center fielder Rick Monday rescued the American flag from 2 trespassers who tried to set it on fire in the outfield at Dodger Stadium. Happened in the 4th inning of a 10-inning game on this day, 1976. Here's the 3-0, and there's ball 4. So Brown will reach base safely once again. And it's going to bring up, let's see who's going to grab a bat here. It's going to be the right fielder, number 8, Luke Boone. They're on the corners with 2 outs. Busy, busy day in baseball history, going all the way back to 1904. That is a stat I didn't even know about. First pitch, fastball outside, and it's 1-0. The name Jack Chesbro, pitcher for the Yankees, won his first game of the season this day in 1904, went on to win 41 games that year. 1-0 fastball missed outside is 2-0. That would be like 2 years worth of work in today's baseball starting pitchers. Here's the 2-0. This one fouled out of play down the first base line is 2-1. What does a pitcher nowadays get in Major League Baseball per year? Maybe 30 starts in a year, 25 maybe, depending if they're healthy all year. Could you imagine winning 41 games in 1 year? Thompson's ready from the stretch. Here's the 2-1. This one hit out toward shallow right and right to Patterson, who barely has to move, and he'll put it away for out number 3. But another good inning for the Hawks. They get 4 more to come in and score, and they now extend their lead as we go to the bottom of inning number 8. Biggest lead of the ball game for South Georgia State. They are up 14-5 here at Gordon State College.
Here at Buckner's Family Restaurant, we like to say it's our food on your table. There's nothing but smiles when using our simple online ordering and fast curbside pickup. Time is valuable, and we can help you gain a little of that time back by skipping the wait and taking these true Southern classics home to your table. Whether you're feeding the whole family or just a few, we've got an option for you. The same quality and delicious food you expect, ordered online and enjoyed from the comfort of your home. Our food, your table. Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Campus life at Gordon State College is all about moving forward together. With a vibrant student community and hundreds of organized activities, there's no limit to how much you can get involved. At our Student Activity and Recreation Center, meet up with friends to play video games, start a workout regimen, and even host a movie night. Join an intercollegiate or club sports program like baseball, basketball, volleyball, or golf. Break a sweat with your favorite intramural sport, fitness squad, or one-on-one match. Or grab a group of friends and cheer on your Highlanders from the stands. Beyond academics, Highlander Nation is a place to connect with one another and build lifelong friendships. Get involved with a student organization or a club that aligns with your passions. Students can connect with our community through theater productions, service projects, or speaker series. Whether you live on campus or off, students can enjoy it all. Learn more about getting involved in Gordon State College campus life. Visit the Student Life Office today.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Caden Baggett will lead it off for the Highlanders. And they'll take a first pitch ball outside. Carson Ward back out to pitch. Bottom of the 8th, it is 14-5. Hawks on top. 1-0 from Ward, hits the top of the plate, and bounces into the mid of the catcher, and it's 2-0. Second trip to the plate for Baggett today. Takes a 2-0 and rolls over the top of it over to Neesmith at second, who will throw him out easily at first for out number 1. It's go time for the Highlanders. Again, they got it to within 1. It was a 6-5 ball game after 5. But the Hawks have scored 8 runs in their last 2 at-bats. 1 down. And it'll bring up the catcher, Zach Counts, who swings and misses at the first pitch. Zach today, a couple of singles and a strikeout. 1 down, nobody on. Here comes the pitch. And he swings through that one. It's 0-2. Highlander softball team making noise behind us. They are practicing, getting prepared for tomorrow's doubleheader, their final home game of the regular season. They'll take on Andrew College. 0-2 fastball pops the mitt, but it's a little low from Ward for ball 1. We will have that doubleheader broadcast right here tomorrow on the YouTube channel. 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock for the softball team tomorrow afternoon. 1-2 is hit out toward left field, but it is right to C.J. Chalk. And there's out number 2. So 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the order, and it'll bring up Tanner Patterson. He's hitting in the number 9 hole. He came in to pitch hit earlier for Devin Elsenpetter. He struck out looking so far his only time to the plate. He'll show bunt with 2 outs. Puts it down the third base line. Going to have to hurry. Ward from the mound throws in time. Oh, wow, what a play by Carson Ward. Tanner Patterson tried to sneak a bunt down to third, and Carson Ward came flying off the mound and threw a strike over to first and beat Tanner Patterson by a step. What a play by the Hawks pitcher. And that will retire the side here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-2-3, down go the Highlanders. We will go to the top of the 9th. It is a 14-5 South Georgia State lead.
Going through a divorce, dealing with custody disputes, or seeking an adoption can take you through a roller coaster of emotions. That's why you need a lawyer that understands family, cares about clients, and knows how to get you through the process. At the Sellers Law Firm, we believe that cases should be handled with dedication, compassion, and integrity. Every case for every client. Our team is here to help you even when you feel like there is nowhere to turn. When you walk through our doors, our goal is to make sure you leave in a better position than when you entered. Give the Sellers Law Firm a call today, where clients become family.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Round here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Heading to the top of the 9th inning here at Gordon State College. South Georgia State on top It is 14-5. Well, if the Hawks can hold on and win this one, boy, that would make things very interesting in the conference standings. If South Georgia State can hold on and win today, that will put them in a tie with East Georgia State. Both teams would be 9-14 in the conference standings. And oh, wouldn't you know it, both of them play a doubleheader against each other tomorrow. Top of the ninth, here we go. First pitch swinging and fouled out of play for strike number one. Whaley is back to the plate. Here for the Hawks for his second at-bat of the day. And Jacob Thompson is back out to pitch in the top of the ninth. Here's the 0-1 from Thompson. Fastball at the knees, that's strike two. Second plate appearance from Colton Whaley, sophomore out of Knoxville, Tennessee, leading off the top of the ninth. Thompson ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nasty, filthy off-speed pitch there from Thompson. And there's out number one. So Whaley goes down for the first out. First pitch here from Thompson. Foul ball. Check swing right back to the fence, and it's 0-1. Hard to read numbers on these jerseys here today from South Georgia State. It's almost like a tie-dye / camo look for the Hawks. 0-1 from Thompson will one hop the plate and bring the count to 1-1. Almost just like a paint splatter on these jerseys. They're gray with a royal blue. Very hard to make out anything front or the back of them. 1-1 fastball missed outside is 2-1. Definitely not broadcaster friendly, that's for sure. This would be the day when it'd be nice to have a good close-up camera shot at home plate. 2-1 from Thompson. This one fouled out of play down the right field line, and there's strike two. Alex Bayron, the catcher, is at the plate. He is batting in the number 6 spot. Fourth plate appearance today. Two-two, here it is. He did not chase, and the count's full. Full count for the catcher, Alex Bayron. Here it is, and he'll go down swinging. Good pitch from Thompson came with a fastball and strikes out Bayron for out number 2. And it brings up the shortstop, Chaz Encarnacion. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 9th inning. Encarnacion with a couple of hits on the day. He's got 2 singles and an RBI. First pitch from Thompson. Hit over towards second. Third hop. Carter's got it. And he'll throw to first in time for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 top of the 9th. But the Highlanders need a huge rally. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 9. Hawks 3 outs away from a victory here today at Gordon State College.
Campus life at Gordon State College is all about moving forward together. With a vibrant student community and hundreds of organized activities, there's no limit to how much you can get involved. At our Student Activity and Recreation Center, meet up with friends to play video games, start a workout regimen, and even host a movie night. Join an intercollegiate or club sports program like baseball, basketball, volleyball, or golf. Break a sweat with your favorite intramural sport, fitness squad, or one-on-one match. Or grab a group of friends and cheer on your Highlanders from the stands. Beyond academics, Highlander Nation is a place to connect with one another and build lifelong friendships. Get involved with a student organization or a club that aligns with your passions. Students can connect with our community through theater productions, service projects, or speaker series. Whether you live on campus or off, students can enjoy it all. Learn more about getting involved in Gordon State College campus life. Visit the Student Life Office today.
Top of the 9th inning. Looks like our camera has frozen up on us here in the top of the ninth, so we'll go radio style here. Excuse me, bottom of the ninth inning, beg your pardon. 14-5 is the score. South Georgia State is on top. Highlanders coming to the plate here, needing 9 runs to tie it, 10 to walk it off before going into tomorrow's doubleheader against Andrew College. South Georgia State 1 in the second, 5 in the third, 4 in the seventh, 4 in the eighth. Today for the Highlanders, 5 runs in the fifth, and that's been it so far. They made it close. It was 6-5 after 5. So that's as close as we've been able to get. And here we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Highlanders down 14-5, but it's going to be the top of the order for Gordon State. Jake Carter, the leadoff batter, will lead off the ninth. He'll dig in. First pitch on the way is foul tipped off the plate. Then it jumped up and got a piece of Jake's leg for strike 1. Again, not sure what happened to the camera, folks, so sorry about the inconvenience. It just locked up and froze up on us. Bottom of the ninth, there comes the 0-1 to Carter. That one missed upstairs high, and it's 1-1. 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock doubleheader tomorrow. Highlanders here at home for their final home game of the season. 1-1 fastball to Carter, missed low and outside, and it's 2-1. They will also take on Andrew College. Going to be a busy day here. Softball and baseball playing at the same time against the same school tomorrow. 2-1 misses low and outside, and it's 3-1. New pitcher into the ball game here for the Hawks. Again, trying to get a number on the pitcher here for South Georgia State, but that's easier said than done. 3-1, and Carter sends it foul down the right field line to run the count full at 3-2. That looks like number 8 to me. All right, Luke Boone is the new pitcher. Sophomore out of Richmond Hill, Georgia. Full count, 3-2 to Carter. There's ball 4. Good start to the ninth. So Carter's got a leadoff walk. Hey, you can't get all 9 of them in one plate appearance. So the leadoff man is on, and here comes Hunter Chiappetta. Third baseman for the Highlanders, batting in the number 2 spot. A single, his only hit of the ball game. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the ninth inning. First pitch to Chiappetta. Fastball missed outside. Righty on righty matchup, and just like that, that will draw a visit out of the Hawks dugout as Luke Boone has come on to try to close this thing out for the Hawks, who will be back at home tomorrow. They've also got a doubleheader, 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock against East Georgia State. And again, if the Hawks hold on to win this one today, they will enter that doubleheader tomorrow with an identical record in the conference with East Georgia. Both teams would be 9-14. And depending on what happens with Gordon and Andrew tomorrow, Andrew's only sitting at 10-13. So number 1 looks set with Georgia Highlands. Gordon State has 3 conference games remaining, so they would have to lose all 3 to force some kind of weird tiebreaker, but hopefully that doesn't happen. 1-0 to Chiappetta is downstairs and is 2-0. So the big battle looks like it's going to be between the 3, 4, and 5 seed. That's Andrew College, East Georgia State, and South Georgia State. Either one of those teams could finish 3, 4, or 5. 2-0 to Chiappetta, found out a play behind home plate is 2-1. And again, the way the conference tournament lines up, it'll take place May 5th through the 8th down at ABAC in Tifton. The number 1 seed will get a first-round bye, so that looks like it'll be Georgia Highlands. And then number 2 will play number 5. Number 3 will play number 4. 2-1 count to Chiappetta. Fastball missed outside again. It's 3-1. And again, unless something terrible happens to Gordon and we just collapse in the next 3 games, we should finish number 2. 3-1 to Hunter. Hit up the middle for a base hit into center field. Hunter Chiappetta lines one right back up the middle over the pitcher's head. And it's a single to put runners on first and second. Hit that one right off the end of the bat, right over the bag at second. And it'll bring up Connor Hilton. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom of inning number 9. Hilton with a single on the day. First pitch on the way from Boone. Misses outside in the dirt, 0-1. Again, we are still live. We know the video went down, so sorry about that. For some reason, it just froze up here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-0. This one up the middle. Could be 2. Encarnacion to Neesmith for 1 at second. Throw to first is in time. Oh, that's a morale killer. 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs in the inning. Carter advances to third, but now the Highlanders down to their final out, and it'll be Gavin West. Gavin with a 2-run single earlier in the ballgame. 2 outs, runner at third, bottom of the 9th. First pitch on the way. 1 hops the plate, and Carter's going to come in and score easily from third. That ball hit about 5 feet in front of home plate, over the head of everybody, and about 15 feet up the chain link fence behind home plate. So Carter will come in and score. That makes it 14-6. And a 1-0 count to Gavin West. We need Gavin to find a way to hit an 8-run homer. That's about the only thing he hasn't done this season. Wind blowing out toward left. 1-0 pitch is downstairs, off the glove of the catcher in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Luke Boone, the pitcher here for the Hawks, bottom of the 9th. 2 out, nobody on. 1 out away from a victory. The 2-0 to Gavin, high and tight, up around his head and brushed him back a bit. It's 3-0. Again, these two teams, this is their 7th meeting of the season. The series is tied 3-3. Here's the 3-0 to Gavin. Strike on the outside corner. He was taking all the way. It's 3-1. 79 degrees, cloudy day, humid day here at the ballpark. 3-1 to Gavin, and there's ball 4. So Gavin will draw a 2-out walk. That will keep the game alive. Puts a runner on first for Daniel Smith. Daniel's 1 for 4 in the ball game. He also had a single. Not the greatest offensive day today for the Highlanders. Runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. Daniel Smith at the plate facing Luke Boone, righty on righty matchup. First pitch on the way from Boone, swing and a miss. Blew a fastball right by him for strike 1. We were supposed to play this one yesterday, but the weather got us, so here we are today on a hot, muggy Friday. As Boone comes high and tight with a fastball, ball 1, he was the count. And again, we'll be right back here tomorrow. 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock for baseball, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock for softball. Bring the sunscreen if you're coming out. 1-1 from Boone. Like a curveball, just missed on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Sophomore day for both programs tomorrow. Final home games of the year for both teams tomorrow. 2-1. Fastball below the knees. It's 3-1. 2 down, runner on first. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Highlanders down 14-6. And a 3-1 count to Daniel Smith facing Luke Boone, who's in the stretch with a 3-1. A grounder to third underneath the glove. At third base by Pedro Rodriguez. And Daniel Smith has his 2nd single of the ballgame. Gavin West will advance to 2nd. And it'll bring up Ledger Curl. Curl looking for his first hit of the ballgame. This is his 5th appearance at the plate. He did reach on a walk earlier in the ballgame, but other than that, a ground out to short, fly out to right, and a ground out to first. He'll bat with 2 down, bottom of the 9th. First pitch. Pops one up, left center field. He gave it a ride, but it looks like it's not going to be deep enough, and out on the warning track, there is out number 3 in left center field. So that will do it here today at Gordon State College. 14-6 is our final, as the Hawks will take the season series 4-3 over the Highlanders. We'll take a quick timeout, come back and wrap up the broadcast right after this timeout.
How does Countryside Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Jackson sell more vehicles than any other dealership in the area? It's simple. We have the most inventory. Regardless if you're looking for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, or a high-quality, low-mileage pre-owned vehicle, we've got something for everybody. Be sure to check out our huge online inventory at countrysideautomotive.com, and let's make 2025 the time to find your new ride at Countryside.
Welcome y'all to Buckner's Family Restaurant. Around here, we're nothing fancy, but we are a place where family and friends gather around for some good old Southern joy. Come on over and experience the all-you-can-eat Southern cooking served on one of our Lazy Susan tables. There's something special about enjoying a meal with friends and family. The good times even happen outside our doors as you smile and play games while you wait or pick up a meal for the family from our online ordering and curbside to go. So come on out and bring your family and friends for a true Southern experience at Buckner's Family Restaurant.
Final today from Gordon State College here in Barnesville. It is the Hawks from South Georgia State who win it 14-6 for South Georgia State. They got 1 in the second, 5 in the third, and the big blows came in the 7th and the 8th. They got 4 in the 7th and 4 in the 8th. For the Highlanders, 5 in the bottom of the 5th, and that was it. Final lines today, South Georgia State, 14 runs on 17 hits, no errors in the ballgame. Highlanders, 6 runs on 9 hits, just 1 error in the ball game today. And again, South Georgia State will take the season series 4-3 over the Highlanders. Both teams back in action tomorrow. South Georgia State heading back home. They got a doubleheader against East Georgia State, 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. tomorrow. Highlanders are right back here at home for a doubleheader at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. They will take on Andrew College tomorrow, and that will be a big doubleheader as the Highlanders have a chance tomorrow to clinch the number 2 seed in the conference tournament, which will be coming up May 5th through 8th. They just need to win one of the 2 games tomorrow to clinch the number 2 seed. So, hey, once again, our final baseball broadcast of the 2025 season. Before we get out of here today, just want to send a big thank you to everybody who has tuned in this season. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for sharing all of our live feeds and live streams. It has been an honor to be here for year number 2, broadcasting Highlander baseball, and hopefully we did a good enough job. We'll be invited to come back and do it again next season for 2026. We're not done with baseball, though. This team still has 3 more games to play, 2 tomorrow, and then next Thursday they're on the road to take on Georgia Highlands to wrap up the regular season, and then, of course, the conference tournament down at ABAC May 5th through the 8th. We will be there, just unfortunately won't be able to have the broadcast, but you can follow us on our Facebook page. We'll have updates, scores, recaps, everything you need to know for the conference tournament and the final few games of the season. For Coach Tanner Hall, the head coach, for Coach Mack, assistant coach, all the players here for the Highlanders, Dr. Tanya Moore, our director of athletics at Gordon State College, and for our president, Dr. Don Green. For one final time in 2025, I'm Chad Feltman with K13 Media. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of Highlander baseball. Hope to see you all back again for 2026. Until then, good night, and let's go Highlanders. So long, everyone.